There. Shabbat shalom out there.
Shabbat shalom, family.
Hey, shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. So once again, you're now under the sounds of the voice of the true disciples of Christ, anti-police brutality commandos. And again, all of you under the sounds of our voice is not a part of this. You could actually join if you're sincere. You can email tazaddocshaw@yahoo.com to join the anti-police brutality commandos and the true disciples of Christ commandos. And so what the anti-police brutality commandos is, essentially what's going on, we decided to no longer tolerate police brutality upon our people. Not only do we want to record these events as they take place, but when an officer acts where he does not have authority, where he's actually engaged in a legal arrest, according to the law, that is the same as assault and battery. And for the record, one may come to the rescue of another that's actually being assaulted and batterized. Not only may you come to the rescue of him, it becomes the responsibility of you as your fellow man, a woman is being assaulted, to go to their aid. And this is not legal advice. I never profess to be a lawyer, nor do I have a desire to be one. You couldn't pay me enough to want to be a lawyer. This is not legal advice. If you need legal advice, seek yourself a competent counsel, and please be advised. Everything I'm giving you is strictly for educational, informational, entertainment purposes only, not to be taken or misconstrued as legal advice. And so, before we get started, I'm going to say this, man. You couldn't pay me enough to want to be a lawyer. You got to move your advice, I'm going to say this. Don't play semantics with us, right? Pretty much myself, Dewada, Richard, Shaw, Israel, was pretty much out all day, for about probably 6 hours, handing out flyers, trying to promote this, driving all over DC and Maryland, right? Trying to promote this. I want to say this to those of you that you're so-called thinking you're a member. If you can't show up to events, we don't need you, man. If you can't show up to a training exercise and you're not trained, then we can't use you. You can make donations. We could use you for something like an administrative personnel, but you cannot be on the front lines because you're not available when we need you. And I want all of you to muse over this. If they can't be available when there's training exercise, how in the hell are they going to be available for a real event? If someone doesn't want you to attend a training exercise to get trained, and you definitely need to be trained, we found that out today for certain. You got to be trained, man. You got to be trained. And I went easy. And people, they realize that I'm not trained. I'm not. And as for the whoever got the background noise, please mute it. As for the tactical training, you can see that's very, very well needed. So we're gonna say this to all of you men. I'm gonna say this, and Dewada, I gotta talk to you. If you're a man and you're under your woman, we can't use you because the Most High can't use you. If you're allowing your woman to dictate, if a woman is listening to right now, she doesn't like this, I don't give a damn. Because you need to stand up and be a damn man and control that household. If you're gonna ask your woman, can I do that? We don't need a man like that. We don't. Remember today, Dewada was at that third part, and there was a husband and wife there, and the woman, she steps forward, and she's speaking everything about what needs to be done and our husbands in the background. You remember that, Dewada? You here? He must have stepped away for a minute. But we can't.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
We can't have nonsense like that, man. And
yeah,
the next thing.
I remember that couple.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that couple. There was she was saying, oh, it's a good idea, you know, what you guys are doing and so forth. And her husband, he's in the background, his pants off his ass, and he's like, you know, he don't care, you know.
Right. Yeah, and he was weak. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is going on a lot. If you see, and all you I'm gonna tell you something, man. You men, your woman is supposed to be on one mind with you. If you're into this and your ribs is not into it, I'm gonna tell you straight. And I don't give a damn if I hurt your feelings, something's wrong with that relationship, right? Because you're supposed to be on one mind. You're supposed to be on the same mind. And so what we've been trying to do for the past few months is to establish a sisterhood. I don't know what's wrong with you so-called damn black women. You can't get along. And so then when the man, he goes out with other brothers, you don't want him to do that. You're trying to tell him all the reasons that he need to be home. But you want to establish a sisterhood with the sisters. You got a power. I don't like her because of this. I got to make sure it's not a court. I found out today, Dewada, one sister said, oh yeah, I just want to make sure he's not involved in no court. What the hell is that, man? You better put that house in order. I'm a TDOC. I need to make sure TDOC's not a court, man. Come on, man.
That's easy.
Serious, man?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. This man's word say he want to make sure it's not a court. Come on, man. We don't have time for the effery, man. We don't have time for that, man. Men, that's available, man. If you can't be available, I can't make like Saquon. I don't know if he's on the call, man. You pulled a whole move, man. That brother was willing to go upstate to get you, man. An hour out of his way and an hour back to the city, and then bring you down to DC. And you pulled the whole move. Then I'm gonna call Negroes out, man, because you know I don't give a damn, Zara. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. This man was willing to go all the way up there to get him, man, and bring him down. He said he was going. Then he called a man 10:30 at night. So we expecting to have this dude down here to train. Where Israel gets here, he by himself. I'm like, yo, what happened to Saquon? Oh yeah, he hit me at 10 something that night, man. It was too late. The brother ready to roll out. So then when the brother hit him earlier, he wasn't even responding to his phone. So I wouldn't have drove up there either, man. Stuff like that, man. Come on, man. That's funny style. We don't have time for that. So if you're worried, don't say you can do something, man, if you can't do it. How come Morgan Warrior and Yashabim is the only people over there training, man, when you telling me Vod was right in Georgia, man? See, I don't give a damn. I'll call Negroes out. You guys keep worrying about people's feelings, but you got to call a square, man. That's how you weed out who's really real with you, man. Because this is about our lives being on the line, man, and the lives of our people, man. So we can't have people around us this funny style. And if it hurts your feelings, good. Because you're going to quit just like the other ones. That way we can separate the real from the phonies, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you're in damn South Carolina, North Carolina, you mean to damn tell me you can't go from there to Georgia? It's not even that far, man. And you can't really tell me because I know the distance from like Raleigh and all of that to Georgia, man. Come on, man. It's not really that far. And especially when you got people offering you a ride. I got a problem with that, man. So now they miss like really good training. And you talk to the brothers today. You know, we went through some good training. We was out there from 7 until what, Dewada? Maybe like about 4, somewhere around there.
Yeah, about quarter to 4 or so.
In the morning until about 4, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we trained. We see. You know, they thought PT was going to last an hour. Yashabin, we was getting it in, man. We was teaching them how to monitor. Hey, one man
that
left.
was some good training.
One man left. Yashabin, he came back an hour later, thinking that it's going to be over. I told him he thinks it's going to be over when we still going hard.
God.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Throwing up, coming back. That's what it takes, man. Just go ahead and throw it up. Come on back, man. Just suck it up. You see what I'm saying? And then we started running tactical drills. It was good, man, because it lets us know where people are, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's good. You know, a lot of brothers was wondering, you know, how to march and all of that, man. Because when we go out, we don't want to look like NFAC. We want to be organized. There's always security. We want to be in unison, discipline. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we got to reflect, man. So they know this is a force to be reckoned with. Like, we're not a joke. We're not want to go out there with 1,000 people with just weapons. No one's trained. You're a threat to your own self. So we don't want that. But the important element here, man, is that we must learn to keep our words. If you come out of your mouth with something and you say you're going to do it, unless it's an extreme emergency, man, you should do it. That's the bottom line, man. You should do it. And you all could get mad with me, but that's fine. But you know what? You're going to take this vibration.
Yeah.
And it might take years for you to realize what I'm saying is correct, man. Because I'm telling you, man, no one's coming to save us but us. And all we got today was positive feedback. You could see the spirit in people. Like, yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing this. Like, we need this. Here, take this, join us. We just rolling up on people. We didn't care who they were. Here, take this is what we doing. We coming from all sectors. You know what I mean? We got people down in Georgia training right now. We got people in Florida, California, Arizona. They say, oh yeah, that's good. That's good. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so if it's so good that you join us, you email us, and we hope to see you online. You know what I mean? That's how we are, man. Either they with it or they're not. But at least it's out there. And we told them, if you don't want this, then you give this flyer to someone else that you may know that wants it. But don't play semantics. Don't take the flyer and then walk down the street and blow it up. So I was watching some of them because the water gave a brother one in the parking lot. I was going to see if when they got out of sight, he was going to throw it up, but he rolled it up and put it in his pocket. I was like, oh, cool. That was good. That was good. But let's see what the scriptures say, man, about keeping your word. And before we do, man, anyone else got any other thing you want to bring out? Anyone, you know, based on, you know, the training that we did today, anything you want to critique? And by the way, Shaw, it's just you and I now. Everyone else is leaving. Israel's heading back to the city right now. Something came up with a situation.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Technical
was gonna
difficulties
say, real quick, when we was out there today, you know, we got
the water's leaving in the morning, so it's just me and you, really, Shaw. I don't know if you want to do that, but I'm still there, man.
I was gonna say, when we were out there today, we were getting a lot of you know, positive feedback as well.
Mainly from the ladies, right?
No, actually, you know, the women didn't want no part of what we were doing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They ain't want no part of it. It was all the guys.
That's understandable.
The younger ones, the older ones.
We got a lot of brothers.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we had a lot of brothers that stopped and, you know, waved and, you know, told us that they see what we're doing, and like Yashabim said, we got some good feedback, man. It was all positive.
Anyone say they want to join?
Nah, they didn't say they wanted to join.
Yeah. So when I was handing out, I had about 300 flyers on between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and there were some businesses, there were some men that were really shook up about what we're doing. They just said flat up, you know, no. But I had out of about 20 businesses, I had one like that. Everybody else, you know, they said they're gonna, you know, hold on to it and pass it on. And then that that Nubian bookstore where you got, you know, like a lot of kids books and other eye-opening type books. That's where I got my Without Sanctuary from. They got a lot of good reading material there, owned by Jake. He took, a bunch of them while I was there, shopping on Wednesday. He was putting them in every single bag. So he told me to come back, you know what I'm saying, and bring him some more. So that ink should be here tomorrow, and so we're gonna be hitting it up on the west side come Tuesday. So yeah,
All praise to the Most High.
Here's the thing with me, man. When I would talk to them, if they were sounding like they wasn't really with it, I wouldn't give them a flyer. I don't even waste my time. I asked them. Are you interested in this? Are you interested? Because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to just be honest. Like, what are you going to do about it? I'll ask them something like, so what do you think about the conditions, so-called black people as far as the police is concerned? What about all of these noose that you see hanging around? What about all of these hangings that they're calling suicides? How do you feel about that? And then I just wait for the response. Okay, take this. You see what I'm saying? But if they came like negative or something, they show some kind of negativity, we didn't give it to him. Like that. Remember that dude that kept looking down at the floor when we was talking to him? The young guy that was 22. You remember him, DeWater?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we didn't give him a flyer. I told him, yo, man, when you communicate with someone, look at them in the eyes, man, because what you're showing right now is a sign of weakness. I said, so what are you about? I was just keeping it a buck. What you about? Getting money, wearing Gucci, like hustling in the hood, like busting on your own people. So he was honest, like, yeah, man, gotta get that money. It's like, yo, man, you confused because we're against you also. See, our intent is to clean that up also, man. When there's a shooting in the hood, some little innocent 13-year-old child get shot up, we gotta go there, man, armed. You can't hustle right here no more. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it needs to come to. So that's why the community must get involved. You can't hustle here no more. An innocent child got murdered here today. That's done. You see what I'm saying? That's what it has to be, man. That's
No respect to persons.
Go ahead, brother.
We coming for our own people too, all those who wanna create do crime in the neighborhoods. We gonna police our own people. Because if we get rid of the federal police, then we gotta police them.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff's a real stand-up dude, man. Hey, Jeff's a real stand-up warrior type dude, man.
Jeff was real.
We get background.
You know what I'm saying? But if somebody, due to the fact it was our first day,
I think that's
man, I'm going to offline.
You're sure you're gonna mute yourself, man. Jeff, what's going on? Shaw just fell out now. No, he over there.
What's going on, fella? Can y'all hear me?
Are you still driving or you home?
I'm about 40 minutes out right now.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you coming out, man.
Man, no problems. I was listening in. I wanted to touch base on the progress, just from when we first started the drills to started getting oiled up. By the last time we was running through it, it was looking more cohesive. So, I appreciate everybody showing up, and we got to start somewhere. Man, I thought it was real positive.
Good. You see this person said, why don't we work with NFAC? Kick that dude out of the room. But we're not obliged. Oh, I've got it. We're not obliged to answer your questions. Nor do I want to. Block from the channel. Don't want to work with them, man. Why? They go out there and get killed?
Yeah, he missed that previous message, man. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, even if he got it, he would still be in the same spirit. They all have been. I found out some more stuff about that dude, man. That dude used to be a part of Black Lives Matter. That so-called Grandmaster Jay. He was a part of Black Lives Matter. Now he's trying to speak out against him. The guy's a damn hypocrite, man. The guy's a hypocrite. And anyone that follows him is a damn bozo. I mean, we're not about that, man. We're not about that, the fakery, man. Guy's an actor, man. He's a bozo. And he was also a damn pastor. Yeah, I did some research on it. He's a damn preacher. so-called Christian preacher, and now he's walking around with a damn uncle. He don't know what the hell he want to be, man. He don't know what he want to be, man. He's just all about publicity. That's what he's leading you sheeple right to the slaughter. Because you're not people, you're sheeple. And he's leading you right to the damn slaughter. Untrained men that don't know nothing. Can you imagine them being out there today, Jeffrey, trying to go through that? Would have been a catastrophe, man. But yeah, man. No,
absolutely not.
Yeah, go ahead. Someone was saying something? Yeah, so back to that.
I was saying I can't imagine him being. I might be breaking up. I'm gonna just listen in.
Yeah, but the people that claim to be a member of this, we need your support. We can't use you if you're not around. If you're giving your word, then you're not showing up. We don't need you, man. You got to be here to be something. See, people that is controlling that region like Israel and clean like linen, you got to get on those people and find out why they didn't show up. But what's the excuse? How are you going to be a part of something if you don't even show up to get the training? What's the excuse? You know what excuses end you up with? In the same damn place 5 years from now. Another excuse of why you can't do it. Everybody could come up with excuses. That's easy to do. But it's difficult to make the sacrifice. That's a difficult thing to do. That's why most people are not winners. If winning was easy, everyone would be a winner. It's not like that, man. So, I mean, if people don't really want to be a part of this, man, just step back, man, because the Most High is going to bless us with more people. We met some pretty real people to do today. We'll see if they come through. All kind of different personalities, man. Only the women that we was encountering, they was working out. These sisters was working out already. They was out there working out when no jakes were. But, yeah, I mean, we met a few brothers that may, tune in. But let's go over this about, and again, I can't overemphasize this. Once you give your word on something and you say you're going to do it, then you back out. Yashabim them is a little different than me. I'm going to look at you funny style. I can't trust you anymore. You gave your word and you took it back. I can't trust you, man. You're going to have to re-earn trust, and that's an exceedingly difficult thing to do. Because if you put your, like right now, man, as far as I knew, when we was coming to Georgia, this is supposed to be for 2 days, right, Yashabim? I'm the only one that booked the room for like 3 days. So now I'm going to be stuck here by myself. No one else had. Everyone else leaving, they said it was all for 1 day. I never put that out there like that.
No.
Never. It was supposed to be 2 days, the same thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 11 and 12.
Huh. But okay. So now, I mean, really, it's just me. What I'm going to do, train by myself? Stay at home to do that. And, Shaw, he's still here. I don't know when he's leaving, but yeah, Israel went back to the city. But that was beyond his control.
Salakia.
Israel was going to stay here.
Salakia. Did y'all encounter any other Israelite congregations or groups and hand them out any flyers?
Nah. Didn't even see any.
Not one.
They probably wouldn't have been with it. They see us, man. They see us. Yeah. I called up Knopf and asked him, did he want to go out? But he never called me back. I was like 8 something in the morning. I told him he was out here training.
Okay, Khan.
They see us, man. But yeah.
Khan.
Yeah, they never got back to us, huh?
No, he never got back. That's what I said before we dispersed. They never got back. But I mean, it's all good, man. It's all good. Most High never really use a lot of people, man. Well-trained men are much better than a damn army of men that's not trained.
Right.
But you know, to the people that's in this, man, see, you guys are gonna have to start putting pressure to people, man, that keep coming up with excuses, man. We can't use them. I mean, I'm not saying to kick them out, but make them administrative or something, man. Don't show your damn face on camera. You just stand in the damn background. We don't really need you, man. You're not providing the kind of support that we need. Being a damn administrator, man. Go and be a damn paper pusher, man. Cut yourself. Go and get a damn paper cut. And tell them that you went to combat from that. Because you're not showing up, man. And we was talking about that out there today, man. You really can't have it, man. If you're not going to show up, why make a commitment? Why put your word out there?
Come.
Yep. What? So, Shaw, I guess it's just me and you. I guess me and you could go out tomorrow morning, man. At that second park that we went to. They went over in DC. If you text me the name, I'll look for it. Meet you over there in the morning. It's a damn shame, though, man. All of these people, what, 44 people? That's insulting, man. Even if they couldn't come, you know what they should have done? If there was someone in their area that could train, they should have met just like we met. Just like we was training in Georgia and DC, someone should have been training in Florida. You can't make it ahead, take some damn initiative. That's what needs to be taking place, man. You say you could train people, you take some damn initiative, train people in Florida. You train people over there in Texas. You see what I'm saying? That should have been taking place. You don't have to say that to a real leader because he knows to do that, man. I can't make it ahead, but me and so-and-so are going over here. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta sit back and observe people, man. And people always talking about quitting. Okay, yeah, that's enough for the day. Let's go. Yeah, all right, man. Israel, you got anything, brother? Oh, he fell out. Probably lost reception. He's driving. All right, so, you know, this all comes down to keeping your word, man. You say you're going to do something, then you don't show up. You don't even have a legitimate excuse. Does anyone know legitimately why Tariq Mack didn't show up when he's on the call right now, where Israel drove right by Newark, New Jersey, and offered him a ride? Do you know, Yashabi?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, he said that, you know, it was, you know.
He said he spoke with me, but I'm not even sure what he was talking about, man, whether it was an injury or I don't know, man.
Well, he initially said it was, you know, maybe, you know, like finance, but if someone's going to pick you up on the way, you really ain't got to pay for nothing but your food. Because the ride is there and the room was already paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I have no idea. Vod, he did call me probably about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour ago. And he said he's going to come out tomorrow, so we'll see. So he should be in the background on the call. But he said I guess he left and now he's, you know, riding back as we speak. I'm not, you know, but he said he was, you know, going to be there on Saturday either way. He's going to be here today. But I guess, you know, just traveling. But he said he'll be here in the morning, but we'll see.
Cool. All right, let's get some precepts, man, about people not keeping their word. Let's get Numbers 30, verse 1 and 2. The book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 1 and 2. Shaw, you got anything, brother? Hold on, let's see if Shaw got anything, man. He fell off. He's not in the room anymore. The water, you got anything?
Man, I agree 100%. You know, I mean, brothers who was nearby, they could have made it. it was an 8-hour trip for me and my wife, man, and we made it, you know. So I don't see why brothers who was close by or was getting a free ride didn't come, you know. This was a good experiment. Well, even an experiment, but it was a good teaching lesson, you know, life skills. So I mean, they missed out.
Good.
Pretty much all I got right now.
Yeah. Hey, Shaw, you still in the core? You still in the core, Shaw? Come in the room. So yeah, let's get that book. Let's get Numbers.
Book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 1 through 2.
Right, come on.
And Moshe spoke to the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Yashar'Allah, saying, this is the word which Yahweh has commanded. When a man vows a vow.
That means when you open your mouth, and you say something, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come. Oh, I'm not going to come. I can't do it because you already gave that vow. Guess what? The Most High don't forgive you now, man. Go ahead, read.
Or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement. He does not break his word. He does according to all that comes out of his mouth.
Huh. Hold on, Yashibin. Does that sound familiar? Isn't there something known as a TDOC, APBC oath that we all took? That's interesting. From there, let's get Ecclesiastes 5 verse 4. And I gotta say this, man. If your woman is saying, I gotta see if this is a cult, it's probably not for you, man. Because you under your woman, and it should be the same way. My wife said that to me, and I look at her funny, like, okay. So what you're doing is you're undermining my intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? You're undermining my intelligence now. You literally calling me stupid. What you're saying is your discernment is better than mine now.
Even
You're
if she
making
do say that,
decisions over me.
you still a man.
Come on.
You still a man. Regardless
You're
of what she, you still a man.
Come on.
Making decisions for me or the family. That's my role, my position.
Come. And so for someone to say, well, I got to see if it's a cult or something before, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, a couple of the sisters was reaching out to another sister, and this is what one of the sisters said. Okay. And that's kind of like an excuse to downplay the whole thing as in a reason why I don't want to be a part of this. Let me isolate you. I'm comfortable right here being able to control you. Hey, Sean. Sean, we can hear your background noise, but we can't hear you.
God. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can always at a distance, man. Like, well, yeah, we can hear you, but you sound distant.
No, I'm in the car, Kaham. I'm in the car, that's why.
All right.
You know.
All right.
But I'm here, go ahead, finish the scripture.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your take on today, brother? Yeah, he's not hearing. Let's go ahead and get that precept. Hey, Zara, you and Morgan got anything? Aki? Otherwise, Yashibin, you could bring out that Ecclesiastes 5, verse 4 through 7.
right, so Zadok and Morgan, y'all have anything to bring out?
Nothing.
No. Loud.
Khan. Quahalat, Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 4 through 7. When you make a vow to the Supreme Elohim, do not delay to pay it, for he takes no pleasure in fools.
Okay, stop for a second, brother. Because a lot of people will say, I didn't make this to the Most High. What you don't get is when you make a vow to anyone, you're making that vow to the Most High also. That means when you give your word. Otherwise, when you say you're going to do something, then you don't do it. Go ahead, King.
For he pay that which you have vowed. It is better not to vow than to vow and not pay. Do not allow your mouth to cause your flesh to sin.
Oh, don't say, well, yeah, I'm going to do so-and-so. Then you don't do it. Now your mouth just made your flesh sin. Your mouth just caused your flesh to sin now. And in your mind, it's okay. But in the mind of the Most High, it's not okay because now you're double-minded.
Nor say before the Mala'ak of the Supreme Elohim that it was a mistake. Why should the Supreme Elohim?
Yeah, I thought I was going to come in, but so-and-so said, nah, I can't. I can't. Well, yeah, my wife won't get upset. But so-and-so I thought I could come. Don't put it out there then. Let your yay be your yay and your nay be your nay. Anything else is folly.
Why should the Supreme Elohim be wroth at your voice and destroy the work of your hands?
Come on.
For in much dreaming and many words there is futility, but fear the Supreme Elohim.
Come on. Yeah, a lot of words. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, no, man, I'll be there. I'm sure I'll be there. I didn't make it, man. Maybe I'll try to get there tomorrow, man. Next time. I'll be there next time, man. And next time it just keeps being a next time. Then a next time. Then they stop picking up the phone. Then they stop picking up the phone because their spirits start killing them inside because they know they're lying.
This Salaki, the guy Country from last time, he's back. He's saying this is why I guess the NFAC will always recruit and you guys will only have a handful of members because you're not reasonable, because y'all not reasonable. Country, we explained to you last time. We don't give two damns or two fucks about how many members we have, man. We roll with a Marshall, Yahweh, and Yahweh. That's it. Point blank.
I hate to get back in the room, man. I thought I brought
on the call.
Is that on YouTube?
Nah, you never kicked him out.
Oh yeah, I don't have no tolerance for that today, man. He's out of here like last year.
Yeah, he was on the call for that.
Let me tell you something, boy. You're here for a reason, right? Because you realize that something over there is insufficient. That's why your weak ass is overhead. Because you realize something there is insufficient. That just doesn't add up. And you feel it overhead, and that's what keeps bringing you back. But you're too simple to comprehend that. So now you're out of here. Now I'm going to block it. Now you take that with you. I mean, it's true, man. It's true. Why you keep coming back? We so bad. Think about it more than why would you pay attention to something that's useless? You know what I mean? That makes me stupider than the people that's doing it, right?
I think he like it.
Yeah.
I think he like it.
Yeah, he don't want to troll, man.
If we stupid and then they keep coming to watch us, damn, he's stupider than us. Because why you watching?
Exactly.
You stupid guy. You see how that makes no sense? So from there, let's go to 1 John 2, verse 5. We're keeping our words, man. Yeah, man, that was some good training. Sweat. That reminded me of the military, man.
It really did. I was out there sounding off with the 4 count.
Oh yeah, same thing. Same thing we was doing.
And they were doing the repetitions. Oh yeah,
same thing we was doing. Yeah, yeah. That's what Jeffrey and myself was doing, man. We was doing the 4 count side straddle hops, 4 count push ups. They didn't like that.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But at the end, they was glad, man. Yeah, the water, he be going hard, man. And he's a strong dude, man.
Yeah, then in between the exercises, I was dropping knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever we went to go, you know, like grab some water real quick and get right back, dropping knowledge. And that's how you know, it's easier for us to retain information while your heart rate is up. So just continue dropping knowledge on, you know, the whole while.
Cool. Yeah, man.
1 John chapter 2, verse 5. But whoever guards his word.
There's Saquon right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
He came in here and say shalom, man. All right, man. Saquon, how come you didn't show up? You didn't show up for the training. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, King.
And that's 1 John chapter 2, verse 5, right?
Come.
But whoever guards his word, truly, the love of the Supreme Elohim has perfected in him.
Come.
By this, we know that we are in him.
Right, by keeping your word, man. Don't say you're gonna do something and you change. So what's up, Saquon? Did you guard your word? Let's get the law on that. Let's get Deuteronomy 23 and 23. Deuteronomy, Deborahim 23 and 23. Hey, shalom, Patrick. Zadok be watching the back room, man. Make him a moderator over there. He don't be missing any of that. That country dude, man.
Yeah, man. He snuck on in here this time right here. I knew you couldn't have seen him. I said, hey, see you.
Yeah. Wow, man. They be hating, man.
Deuteronomy 23 and 23.
Come.
That which is gone out of thy lips, thou shalt keep and perform, even a free will offering, according as thou hast vowed unto Yahweh, thy power, which thou hast promised with thy mouth.
Come. You see that? It says you should be careful what pass through your lips, man. For you have voluntarily, that free will means you voluntarily vowed to the Most High what you promised with your mouth. So if you promise something to Morgan Warrior, you promise to do it by the Most High also. You see what I'm saying? So now you're sinning. When you don't keep that word, now you're sinning. Your mouth just made your flesh to sin, man. And I'm always going to cut you, man. From there, let's get Hebrew 4, verse 12. Those words are going to cut you.
Hebrew chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even into dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart.
So, in other words, this is why a lot of people say, man, can't you explain it in your own words? Why you got to use the Bible? Because the Bible says that the word of the Most High discerns what they're really trying to say. It's discerning to the spirit. It cuts all the way to the bone marrow, man. When you hear some people say, man, I'll bust your head open to the white meat, to the marrow, man, all the way down to your soul and your spirit. That's how the word of the Most High cuts, man. So a lot of people, they hate that thing, man. They hate the Bible, man. That's Zana. He knows. They hate that thing. I sent snapshot of my text feed. Oh, Saquon said he sent. You should have sent that to Israel, man. Where's Israel? Israel still in the court? Because Israel was about to scoop you, man. Now he fell off. He probably ain't got reception. Probably on that turnpike. Yeah. Anyone else got anything? You got something, y'all should be? I don't know what to say, man, at this point, man. We got to arrange another training session, man, somewhere. Different state, man. But I think...
Hey, I know
everybody in the region
got some good training grounds. And they got obstacle courses there, too.
I got some in my region.
Yeah, go ahead. Zara, you was going to say something.
Oh, no, I was going to say, 'cause everybody can pretty much get together in their own region or like you said earlier, if you got a few brothers in the same state and then close, I mean, like y'all can get together, once or twice a month easily, and if any brothers out in Arizona that want to, exercise, train or whatever.
Well, yeah.
So,
the exercise is good, right? But these dudes, they don't know the tactical training. That's part of the problem, man. That's why people that's prior service, see, like you will be able to teach them how to run drills and march and all of that, because we want everything being unison. If they train a certain way and they train a certain way, when we get out there, we're gonna look crazy. But see, if you teach them how to go, we was teaching them how to go to attention, parade rest, at ease, rest. You see what I'm saying? Forward march, left flank march, right flank. Teach them all the basics, man. Everything. We was even teaching them how to double time. Like me and Jeff, we teach them, how to march in a column and formations, then a double time, then going back to quick time. We was out there for a minute, man, going in, but they gotta practice it on their own with other people. Now they go back and they teach that to someone else because it's just repetition, man. You see what I'm saying? It's just repetition, man. So that's why if we teach them that way, everyone's going to be in uniform no matter where they are. So if people from other states could have came to where Yashabim and Morgan Warrior were today and where we were, now they could have taken that back to their region and trained, especially if they don't have any kind of like military connection. You see what I'm saying? Because otherwise they're not going to know how to run those we was going over something from my special ops SOP, man. How to clear buildings, how to clear intersections, and crowd control and all of that, man. We was going over some heavy stuff, man. And I guarantee these brothers got it down now, man. Because we ran it again and again and again. And we kept shifting positions. Let everybody change up positions, man.
I see Quan say that he sent you a thread. He said he got left.
Yeah, he said, who am I to email? It's a group email, brother. Come on, man. You tap dance and now, Saquon, man. It's a group email, man. We always send them out in the groups. Somebody will get it. If you send it to everyone, someone will get it.
Israel backstage. Go ahead and let him in right quick.
Oh, yeah, there you go, right there.
Yeah, we have to be in unison, so like you say, tactical drills. So yeah, we do need to get some more of these set up, maybe in different places that we can all pretty much try to meet or something. Hopefully this pandemic goes down and around so we can keep places to do our tactical drills and meet up, be able to travel, period.
You gotta make a little sacrifice, man. I ended up spending easy pay a rack, 1,000, man, for this trip. I booked this for 3 days, man. In a rental. And food and all that. And I got my family with me. You know what I mean? So the other thing, while we was training, we was trying to get the sisters to meet each other. That's the other thing that's important, because Jawada's wife and my wife met today. You see what I'm saying? They have to come together in that sisterhood, man, and stop being standoffish.
So, Salakia, can I say something? And I'm on the highway, so I don't want to make this too long.
Go ahead.
But the brother Saquon, you know what happened, bro. All you had to do was text me one time, and that was the address. You text me 4 times in between that, and while I was resting before I got on the highway, you text me the address. It was too late for that. I had a system, I had a plan. And this go for anybody in the family, bro. If you're trying to get closer to the doc by means of commerce, you go to truedisciplesofchrist.com and you hit that link and you donate for coaching. Y'all gonna stop coming around here trying to use Christ for your own wicked ways, yo. We really trying to put something together for our people to protect our people. So for y'all, for anybody BSing, you making excuses, bro. I'm on the highway right now, headed to the city, and I will be back tomorrow morning at the park to train because I don't do excuses. And that's all I gotta say. I gotta get back on the road. Sure.
There it is. That's real right there.
Yeah. I mean, the brother email, he texted Quan early yesterday afternoon, man. Even before I even got here, he was like, "Yo, he haven't responded yet." At first, he said he talked to him, and he said he was coming down, and then he told him, because he was coming down at 12 a.m. He had a rental for like 12 a.m. And he was willing to drive all the way upstate, man, to get the brother, man, and bring him down. So he got to drive upstate, come right back by New York, and then shoot down the D.C., Maryland area. So that was, really going out of his way, man. That was a good look. You see what I'm saying? That was a real good look, man, because the average cat wouldn't have done that. I'm talking about doing this at 12 a.m. in the morning. And the brother Israel, he drove straight down there and came straight to training. That's some real soldier warrior type thing right there, man. Straight from NY and straight to the park.
Yeah, there wasn't
the entire time.
There was no excuses because it is a Sabbath. There was no way you're supposed to go. We doing this for our people in the name of the Most High. So, it's a Sabbath. You should have hopped on the ride.
Come on. Yeah, the Most High understand things like this, man, because this is for the nation. Remember, Hamashiach say, man wasn't made for the Shabbat. The Shabbat was made for man. So when something is critical, that's when mercy comes in. But don't use that to violate the Shabbat. A little common sense would help, man. Yeah, man, just the other brothers, man. So what do you think, Zara? Morgan, about the people that's not showing up, man? Or the people that's just present, man, they just had. A lot of people, I'm going to hit you something, man. A lot of people just want to be around so they can say they're part of something. But when the go down, they be like, nah, y'all can handle that, man. I'm not really about that. I'm just playing. I was just playing. You know what I mean? Not real talk, man. A lot of cats, it's funny stuff. Oh, I was just playing, man. Come on, you serious, man? You want me to go? Get out of here, man. So just quit now, man. Do us all a favor, man. Just quit now. Don't come up with excuses, man. We're sick of excuses, man. Our people are tired of excuses, man. You tell that to George Floyd's mom, man. Or George Floyd's family, his brothers and his sisters. That you can't right now. When it's going to be different.
You know what's funny? A lot of people, we was passing the flies out too. There was seriously waiting for legislation to change so that they can treat us better. They're not going to treat us better. Nah, this is something that we got to do for ourselves. We can't invite no other nations, no coalition to be with us. We met this one brother. He was a pastor, right?
Yeah.
And he was kind of slick about it too, because he was listening. Then he got, and then he sort of turned up, talking about because other people and we hurt each other. We, we're here more for our people who hurt our people. Like, wait a minute, okay, we ain't saying we're gonna exempt them, but
at first he said, "What about Hispanics?"
Yeah.
Are
you Hispanic? He's like, no, I'm not. I said, okay, all right, just checking. Maybe I offended you.
Hey, DeWater, you said they was asking about legislation?
Yep. Yeah, they think that
They're waiting for it to change, to treat us better.
yeah, they're waiting for the Black Caucus to write in law to help us. But meanwhile, meanwhile, we want to help the Latinos and this and that. But the Latinos got their own Spanish caucus.
Yeah, and he knew we was Israelites because of the fringes, because we never mentioned anything about Israelites. And he said, he said he was one of them so-called intelligent, so-called, educated Negroes. He's out there exercising by himself. And then the truth started to come out. He said, hey guy, what about, why does it have to just be blacks that you guys are standing up for? Why not everybody?
Everybody.
I said, listen, man, if we saw anyone getting assaulted by a police and it was unjustified, we would go to their aid. Doesn't really matter even if it was like a Hispanic or Edomite, because that's just wrong. You see
in
what I'm
my
saying?
mind, I was like, it's got to be just black.
Come on. Yeah,
In my mind, I said in my mind.
Yeah, but I said, but primarily we're here for our people. All of these other nations, they got something for their people. We don't. You see what I'm saying? He didn't really want to, I was just trying to diffuse the whole thing because he knew that we was Israelites and he was trying to link us to the Israelites that's on the streets. So I was trying to tell him we're not them. We often speak against them, right? And he's, oh, okay. Yeah, well, then I'm with this, guys. Yeah, how awesome. Fucking hey.
But maybe one day we'll break bread. Break some bread with you.
But I mean, then that's when he came out and said he was a pastor. I thought he was a Muslim or something, because most black pastors don't have a beard. I mean, he had a beard. Yeah. Yep. But then we met a real dude, man. He had just got out, man. He done like 24 years up top, man. And the dude, he was rock solid, man. He was like, yeah, I respect this, man. He said, man, I had a vision of this. Yeah, man, you brothers should do this, man. I had a vision of this, man. And so right now, here, man, they out here today because I just got out. This is my welcome home party. He said, but I don't want no party. I don't want to be welcome home. I'm about what you guys are doing. He was like, yo, I know some people, man. I'm going to talk to him and trying to send them your way. But he's you could tell he's a real, warrior, man. Yeah, he had a strong grip, man. And he's brolic, man. But then the people that was over there waiting for him, they was just, whoa. What it is, man.
Hey,
Lucky, right?
see, we got Eliezer in the background. You never gave me a call back.
Eliezer, get on the call, man.
Yeah.
That right. Get on the call right now. That right. Get on the call, Eliezer. That right.
You said you was going to call me back. When I couldn't reach you, I text you. You said you was going to call me back. You didn't call me back. What's good, brother?
Eliezer, get on the call, man. That right. Right now. Right now. That right. I'm going to put the link in the room for you. I don't think I put the link in the room yet, man. By the way, anyone want to come in the room you think you might want to be a part of this, don't talk about it, be about it. Live it. Right in is that. There's a link in the room, Eliezer. Come on in. We see you in the background. We need you on the forefront. Big, strong warrior.
God.
Anyone else is in the room that want to come in, awaken the generation, you're welcome to join us. You can wake up some of these sisters and get them to join us, man. Establish a sisterhood. You could do that, sister. Maybe you could get to some of these sisters, for real. Now, she be speaking a lot, man. Maybe she could reach some of these sisters, man. These sisters are too damn divided. Then they try to isolate that man so they could keep controlling them. They don't want him around the brothers, because when a weak dude come around a bunch of masculine men like us, it changes his vision, man. He start to, he go home, he's sticking up, he walking with his chest open. Yeah, Zach, as soon as he get the door, she'll say, nigga, what the hell you think you doing? You forgot who you are. You go right back to damn being drooped over, man. She just break it down, man, and still his spirit.
He go right here.
Until he
He a
go
turtle
back
that go right back in his
and
shell.
Yashabin. They build him up again, she break him down again. And all of a sudden, he start answering his phone. She give him stuff. She put the works on him one night, man, and then we don't hear from him no more. He's done until things go left of it. Then he come again, man. Yeah, man, damn, man, y'all was right. And that's the game. It goes back and forth, man, like a tennis ball until someone taps out. Usually he forget about his brothers, and then months later he'll show up like a dog with his toe between his legs. You was right. Okay.
And we've seen it happen time and time again. It always goes down. It always goes down like that. It seemed like. But Eleazar, get out the chat, get out the live comments, click on the StreamYard.com link right above where you just typed in truth. Speak your piece. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, come on in, Eleazar. You need to be. What happened to you, man? You just bounced with nothing, man. You ain't told nobody nothing, man. My screen's frozen.
Yeah, it was like March. It's like the last week of March, man. Almost like COVID knocked him out. At least that's when he stopped, I guess, dealing with us on a personal level. I know you got your business and everything you got going on, man. So, I mean, it's all good. But let us hear from you. Go ahead and make that trip up here to the south of Atlanta. Get some of this training in tomorrow. You ain't but about 45 minutes away. Only 45 minutes away. After training tomorrow, I'm gonna have to come by and see you if you don't come up here. So either way, we're gonna talk. We're gonna speak on it. Hey, Will, what's up, man? What you got?
Hey, shalom, family. No, I'm just taking this vibration and these precepts because, you know, at first I was saying I could make it, and then I, you know, took my word back. I can't do that. So, you know, I got to move the right way. I got to say when I can do something, when I can't, you know, don't say nothing. I really wish I was able to make it out with either up in, you know, where Tazadak and them at, where you and Morgan were at. So,
Yeah,
I got to stay true to my word now.
As long as you got that vibration with you, man, it's all good. We got you, huh? Because that's where the change is. Matter of fact, some of the knowledge that I was dropping in between the training exercises was today. You know, I kept reiterating there is no difference between me and no difference between me and the folks that I'm training. This right here is the only difference. No matter what your physical, you know, ability is or anything, it's your mindset, man. And for everyone that showed up today, you know, I applaud you. That's great and good, but don't let it stop at the training grounds. Take it back with you and make it part of your routine every day. But if you stay ready, you do not have to get ready. You feel me? On the outside looking in, the enemy always knows, the Most High knows. When you get lax, you get complacent, that's when that's when he comes like a thief in the night, and that's when he's going to strike. But if you got you a good routine and you faithful over that thing, and you continuing to challenge yourself at every level, once you see your routine is, you know, becoming real easy, and you're not really getting that burn, you're not sweating.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just up it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and up it. And when you up that thing, you're staying ready. You're staying hungry. Now, on the outside looking in, it might seem like you just going to the store, you know, taking care of your youngins, you know what I'm saying? You know, going to work. But no one sees this stuff that you're doing between 3 and 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Or when you burn that midnight oil and you studying. It just looks like on the outside, everything's all good and happy-go-lucky. But when they strike, the fool, someone's going to test you. And when they strike, if you're faithful over your routine, you know, in the Most High, you're always going to be ready. You may have a broken arm. You might have a twisted ankle, a busted toe, an open wound. Part of warfare is attacking the weakest part of your opponent's or your enemy's body. So that cuts out the excuses. It doesn't matter what you got going on. Stay with
I want to say this real quick. I kind of I disagree with, you know, what Will say. Like I don't have any remorse for that. See, if he was a regular for like a regular TDOC dude, that's okay. But for a commando, I just noticed from being a special ops, for a commando, man, you got to be a special kind of individual. You got to be able to do what other people want. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to make those sacrifices that other people can't. Because what you're saying is that you're a special kind of individual, that you're above. That's a part of the creed, man. That you're above and beyond, man. And your word, we all took an oath saying that our word, you know, we will keep our word. So if we're not gonna, you know, hold people to that, then what good is it? You know, we give them a pass. It's good. Extreme emergency, we can understand that. You see what I'm saying? I could have said the same thing. You know what? I changed my mind. I mean, my wife don't want me to come. Nah, you're a commando, man. And you know, if you really was in special ops, y'all should be like me. There's certain things that they told you don't discuss with no one, and you have to be ready to be anywhere on earth within 24 hours. They call you, gotta be ready to go. I'm sorry, I gotta drop what I'm doing. I'm gone. It's supposed to be the same thing for this. Otherwise, it's just a game. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Zara. Does that sound familiar to you? That's what a true commando is. A commando is not a regular soldier, man. The regular soldiers are over there, but special op people, they get a lot better training and much more is expected from them, and you're expendable. Well, when you become a commando, you're saying, I put my life on the line for you. I'm ready to lay down my life for your people, my people. And if you're not willing to do that, you can never be a true commando, man. You're just talking, joint jacking. That's what it is, man. So I don't give people a pass, man. I hold them to the same thing that I hold myself to, right? Anything less would be cheating them. And we're giving them this false perception of reality, man. Can't make things too easy for them, man. This is what it is. You say your word.
I said as long, because I just asked him what was up. So he acknowledged it first. So I said, as long as you acknowledge that and you are changing that, it's, you know, it'll be good. I'm not giving him a pass at all.
Yeah,
he brought it up. He said he's going to change. He's taking the precepts. He's going to change. That's what I acknowledged. That's it. I didn't acknowledge. I ain't giving him no pass.
No pass for that.
Essentially, this is where I'm at. The brother knew that if you read that oath, it's in there about giving your word and the importance of keeping your word. You see what I'm saying? There's nowhere wrong that. So when you don't keep your word, it makes you a liar. You see what I'm saying? And the scriptures say the truth is not in you. When a man is lying, when you say something, you take it back. It's okay if you're worldly, but you're still a liar in the eyes of the Most High. We read, Morgan Warrior read Deuteronomy 23:23. When something comes out of your mouth, that's it. You might be able to take it back with man, but you can't take it back from the Most High, because the scriptures say we're going to be judged for everything that comes out of our mouth, man. So if it's a lie, you might think you're getting away. Well, yeah, so-and-so forgave me. The Most High is still going to bring judgment in your life, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. That's just scriptural, man. That's all I'm saying. That's just scriptural, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. And say anything else would be cheating him, man.
Yeah. No pass here, though. No pass. Just acknowledge the fact that he confessed that it was wrong and they need to fix it. That's all I acknowledge.
Yeah, I hear you. But the way that you would repay me was for push-ups, sit-ups, and a damn grass jokes. Man has to be held accountable for his actions. Everyone that said they was coming, that's the only way, you know, just like the military, when you screw up, you got to pay for that. You don't say, oh, yo, I'm wrong, Joe. No, you get your ass down. You got an Article 15, you know what I mean? We demoting you. And now, plus that, you're going to go and bust the damn stairwells with a toothbrush. And people going to walk right there on purposely when you're cleaning and step it up there and mess it up again, man. Because it's mental. It's mental training it, man. What make you, man, don't you know, when I was a sergeant in charge of people, I'll make them go out there and pick up the damn rocks and move them from one section of the damn driveway to the other, and then we'll get them over there and make them put them back. It's mental training, man. Showing a man how important his word is. And guess what I felt? Nothing. Because I know it's making them better, man.
Con. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get on Zoom and square that away there, Will.
Yeah, no, it's not just Will, man. There's several. Saquon, man. Saquon don't get a pass. Will, I mean, Saquon went up into the point that the brother said he was picking him up. He never even said I wasn't coming. You see what I'm saying? He waited until 10:30 at night to text his address.
He said, because he's saying that he texted Israel and Israel never hit him back. He waited on him.
Yeah, he texted him at 10:30 at night. You know what Israel told him? Check this out, Zara. All right. If I'm going out of my way, right? If I'm in New York City and I'm going upstate to get you, right? And I text you and say, what's the address? The only thing I want is the address. I'm coming. Why you worried about what time I need to be there? I told you what time I get the car. I can't give you an exact time because I might run into traffic. You got to go over that damn bridge, man. And so when he didn't send the address, he texted Israel at 10:30. Israel said, I'm not going to take the risk because I might get there and call the dude. He might come out. He might not come outside. You see what I'm saying?
God.
Would you trust that? The man didn't respond until hours.
No, because I got to go out the way. And then I got to. Right. Then an hour back. Yeah.
And that's considering if traffic is good, because sometimes it's taking me an hour and 45 minutes to get up there, man. If the traffic's bad.
God. Yeah, that's not commando like.
Yeah, man. Anyone else got anything? Bring it out. Dewana, what do you think about all of this, man? We need some feedback, man. I don't want a one-sided perspective. See, that's Yashabim's way. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm different. I'm a lot sterner person. You see what I'm saying? Because I hold people to the same principles that I hold myself to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone should keep their word. If you say one thing, you gotta do it, man. I believe in the same thing myself too, because that do piss me off if me and a person make an agreement and I'm there and like where that person's at, you know? It pissed me off because I got things to do too. I put things, you know, to the side so I can see about this thing that we want to take care of together. And if you don't show up or you break, you break your vow, your word, you know, I see you as someone I can't trust no more. You know, if I can't trust you, then I really ain't got no use for you. But that's just me though. What you guys think? Was I too harsh, or I mean?
No, it all applies.
Me personally, I
No,
don't think anything. It's a waste of my time to even worry about, why somebody's not there to,
Because
I don't even want.
I think because the whole thing is that, can I trust you to come when there's problems?
Con, that definitely that applies. That definitely applies.
And then if we do something together, and that person comes for the very first time, but he should have been coming for some time ago, is he, he's not going to know what to do. Maybe he might put his maybe he might fall asleep on the muzzle of his gun or his stick. Who knows, So we want to look. Nobody wants to be a joke.
Con, I mean, if they miss the kind of training, let's say if they don't come, right? And you see how the Morgan Warrior say he's not concerned. How they gonna know what to do? Like you're saying, they're not gonna know.
They ain't gonna know.
Drills that was very strategic. Every man has to know his position. As well, does he never know how to cover a sector fire? If he's on point, if we're running a diamond formation, Will probably doesn't know what a diamond formation is. That I was covering today. So how would he know?
I just learned it today.
He wouldn't know. So unless they did, they won't know.
I'm not disagreeing with nothing y'all said. I'm just telling you, in my opinion, I'm not gonna dwell on that though. I mean, I'm gonna keep going forward. Like I hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just telling you, it's a waste of time for me to. You asked me what I thought, and I'm telling you what I think. I don't think anything of it.
I hear you. But I mean, if it was me, I would, because if he's covering me and he doesn't want to cover me, he's not there to watch my six. I'm gonna have a problem with that, because now my head's gonna be on a swivel. And if my head's on a swivel, then the guy I'm supposed to be covering, he's not being protected properly to do his job. So the whole thing is like a domino. It's a domino effect. One person can ruin something for everybody. One bad apple, spoil a bunch. One soggy potato.
Yeah, it's like the weak link in the chain.
Yeah, I'll keep it a buck with you, man. When a man say he's gonna do something, he doesn't do it. Bottom line, he's letting you know that he's not reliable. How you gonna take the man's word?
You can't even hire him on the job
like that.
I mean, in real life, well, not real life. Let's say Esau's world, right? When you go out for a job, and you say you come in at a certain time, you don't come in. Guess what's gonna happen to you? You're either gonna get fired or reprimanded. But either way, you're not gonna get off scotch-free.
Come, because he can't be counted on.
Can't be counted on. Somebody could have had those hours.
It's a very hard learned lesson for most. A very hard learned lesson. And I don't disagree with Tazadok. I don't disagree with DeWater. You know what I'm saying? During the training days, it's literally a no tolerance. Not even a little bit. It's literally no tolerance, because it's really, I mean, the way you train is the way you're going to perform. And it is a matter of life or death. For the brother to your left, brother to your right, even a family member, whoever it is that you guys hold dear, to your heart. If it ain't your brother, then put somebody else in that place. It is literally that serious. If you don't make it, somebody else is gonna die, and that's how we gotta look at it. So yeah, I mean, you guys are spot on.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have we gotta hold each other accountable, man. Because if it's too easy, people they just want to do. They show up when they want to, right? They're gonna come and do one basis. They're not gonna be trained. You know what I mean? In any kind of organization, if there's structure, there's always gonna be some form repercussion for you not doing what you were supposed to do. There has to be some disciplinary measure taken. Otherwise, there's no structure. And what you're gonna have? You're gonna just have people running around like, "Oh yeah, man, I ain't going today, man. I'm good. All right."
Chaos.
We won't get rid of you, but you could be a paper pusher. Maybe you're better at that, man.
Yeah.
But it will affect us. It does affect us, man, because what you're doing is you're not reliable. Now
we try to grow our numbers too. You know, we try to grow our numbers with brothers who know the law. I'm talking about Yah's law as well as Esau's law, as well as being trustworthy. And the guys we have now, we thought that's what we have in everybody, you know. But I mean, I make mistakes myself too, you know. So if that was a mistake, then say it was. Don't make excuses and just do better, you know. Work your way back to being trusted, because we are our brother's keepers. That's part of the Commander's Creed. You raise your right hand and you confirmed it.
Con. Yeah. No, I'll say this, man. Like, this is what it is, man. I'm gonna tell you those to Will, because he probably don't have a man around that'll say it. So I'll say it. You know what I mean? I'll be that figure. Because if you guys love the brother, this is what you would say to him. When his grant said, "Oh, well, you know, I don't want you to go there. That's my car." You know what should have been said? Well, you know what? I thought I was supposed to do what's right in life, right? We're standing up for something that's right. We're standing up for something that's right. And so if you're going to punish me, because essentially they're punishing him because the brother wants to do the right thing. They're punishing him for trying to do the right thing. You get what I'm saying? So you know what he should have said? Since you're going to punish me for doing the right thing, I don't want this car. I'll get my own car. Then I'm still going to do the right thing. That sends the correct message to them, because that, you know, but he needs to be able to figure that out for himself. You see what I'm saying? I had to. You see what I'm saying? It came to a point that my mom was still trying to be a mother when I'm already raised. Well, hold on. I've been raised once. I don't need you to raise me a second time. I'm a man now. You see what I'm saying? Okay, there's a changing of the guards here. You see what I'm saying? I'm a man. You're a woman. And so the next thing they're going to say, well, if you think you're a man, you get out of here. Okay. So I'm sort of stacking my dough. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to stack my dough, and it's time for me to move. Now you can't tell me what to do anymore. You see what I'm saying? I'm officially a man. I'm over 21. I could buy whatever. I don't drink, but I could buy, I could go and fight for my country, whatever. I could buy beer, liquor, wine. So you can't tell me what to do anymore. I don't need your consent. You understand? I'm the legal age of majority now. That's how it is, man. And people respect that. They have to respect that.
Yeah.
Because
like I told him that day,
they're trying to manipulate, because we really can't blame him. You see what I'm saying? But they're trying to manipulate him by taking it. Well, if you do this, I'm gonna. That ain't right, man. You don't teach something like that.
Got the power.
Because
they got the power.
You see what I'm saying? He believes in this, so you're trying to punish him for standing up and doing something that's right. That's off as hell, man. And I could almost guarantee he prefers to be a Bible believer.
Taza Dog, all the older black women that claim to be Bible believers does it. All the moms, the grandmas, the aunties, they claim that Christianity stuff, but they want to keep your young black behind up under their subjection. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like the white man got us under subjection. Until you break off. Once you saw, hey, I got my own bread. You know, I gotta go get my own house. I'm a man, I can take care of myself. I don't need you to take care of me. That's when they respect you. They're gonna be mad for a second because they're gonna keep trying to baby you. Right, you can be up under their subjection, but you're gonna eventually break off.
Then they're gonna use a guilt trip. and telling you how you hurt them and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying?
Gone.
Con,
My mom's trying to put me through it.
con. You chose them Negroes over us.
Right. At 18, I was out. I couldn't take it anymore, man. At 18, I was gone. And you think I didn't struggle? You think I didn't have hard times? But no matter what, I never went back. I just ate it. I never went back. I didn't want to listen to it again, man. I never went back, man. And that whole, but my brother, he was a little different. When something happened bad, he called them moms. Moms, I need this. I need that. Not me. I suck it up. I ate it, man. I ate it. And that made me, you know what I mean, a lot stronger, man, than to give up and say, you know what, I'm going to go. Because now she has the luxury of saying, I told you so.
Your older brother, right?
No, he younger.
Oh, he's younger than you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But she played favoritism with him, man. She was paying for his car and everything in high school. I ain't have no car.
Oh, yeah, same here.
She always played favoritism with him. But guess who ended up having to help her now? Me. And this cat got a job making $130 a year, man. He worked for the federal government. And he's went 100%, Zara. So you know he living fat. And don't you know he won't send her $20? The same way she sacrificed everything for.
That's crazy.
It's always that way, Taza, dog.
Man.
The one that they'll never make respect them, always be the one that disrespect them in some kind of way.
Huh.
She always baby them, like you say. She always baby them. And when you baby somebody, they gonna never respect your child. Will never respect you like that. They always respect the ones that stood up for themselves, and you know what I'm saying, and did the wrong thing. They'll never respect the ones, you know what I'm saying, who they had to keep baby. I mean, who got baby? They gonna just disrespect his mama, you know.
But now she see it, man. Now she apologized to me for that all the time. I said, you ain't gonna apologize to me. You're my mom. I'm still gonna love you every way, anyway. You see what I'm saying? I don't do it because I want something back. I do it because I believe that's the right thing to do. The scriptures say that the man is supposed to take care of widows, and you see what I'm saying?
God.
Man.
Yep.
So I just do it, man. There's been some times she's trying to play semantics. Like, I don't want your damn curse me out. I just leave the money somewhere, man, in the Bible and just bounce. You see what I'm saying? Then she'll call and apologize a week later. I'm good. I don't need the apology, man. It's between me and the Most High. I'm just doing the right thing.
Yeah, man. I was working full time and then double time, full time 3 out of my 4 years of high school, and then double time over the summer, sometimes triple. Man, 18, it was a wrap. I got tears and goodbyes, no graduation presents, nothing. Tears and goodbyes, and I never look back. So Will, you know, I feel you. So just make sure when an opportunity arises, you know, you take advantage and you do what you got to do, man. But we all have to walk that. All have to walk that.
Yeah. Hey, Richard, what you got in your mind, Richard? I ain't for my brother in a minute. Come on, Rich.
Yeah, Rich. Tell us what it was like out there for you today.
Yeah, Richard called me since we've been on the call, man. You know, I think, you know what I mean? Yeah, he called me since we've been on the call when my computer shut down.
Yeah, the experience was, I enjoyed the experience because it's been a while since I did any physical exercise that I really did enjoy it. I would like to do it again. I will keep on during the week in the gym, so hopefully next time we meet I'll be more conditioned. But I was a little upset with, that's why I called after that. But I guess he couldn't answer the time with the response where he says, because when I spoke to my wife concerning the conversation, the word cultist did came up, you know, and she was just affirming what I believe brother the why said. So I don't know if you was referring to that conversation, but I would like if you can in the future, if something like that comes up, you talk to me first, because really I'm the man of my house, okay? And my wife, she have her own thoughts, she have her own feelings. I don't tell her what to think, what to feel. She's her own woman, but when it comes to my house, I'm the man of my house. And I was kind of upset hearing that in that way, because I mean, if the females are having the discussion amongst themselves, I don't think it should be unless the man is being told first what was said, what's going on, you know? And that's just my intake. That's why I've been kind of quiet, because I'm a person that don't like confrontation, because I only know two things: peace or war. I don't know nothing in between. So that's why I've been so quiet, because I was upset, basically. I'm still upset.
I asked you about the training today.
Well, hold on.
He didn't even name any names, so.
Well, hold on. Don't switch the training. I mean, so you know, the truth always comes out. So he just cut himself. You see what I'm saying?
John.
Well, how did he know? You see what I'm saying? The truth always manifests itself. You see?
I spoke.
No name or nothing will ever mention. I just think, for someone to, prescribe us or to say, make a statement, something that you have no clue, that you know nothing about. I need to see whether or not it's a cult. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't even know anything about the organization. I need to see if it's a cult. Why? Would you say that at a Christian church?
Well, again, the conversation.
Salaki, hold on. That was not how it was said. Richard never said it was a cult. Yeah, I think it was a misunderstanding, because Richard's wife had told my wife that she was happy that Richard wasn't part of any kind of cult or something like that. It wasn't that she think that we was a cult, but I mean, we have to involve our wives in what we do so they understand what's going on.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Let me keep it real, man. Because if I step on someone's feelings, then so damn what? This is the fact of the matter.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck, Tyler, dog.
When we was in the store, Richard had to ask his rib. Stop me where I'm lying at, though, Wada. Maybe you wasn't paying attention, but I always see everything. Richard had to ask his wife, because it's like, yo, call your wife so I could give her my rib's number. And he asked her, was it okay if I give them, the number and so on and so forth? You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that should have been discussed already. You know how long Richard been around us? How many times did we just put this out, Yashabin?
No, it's been months.
So how come we was just asking him? I'm trying to show you guys how things really work, man. See, I see behind all of the bull, man. I see all of that, man. Because when the smoke clears, the only thing that's going to be left is the truth. That's the only thing that's going to be left.
If you remember.
So, hold on a second. If you remember, Richard, wait 1 minute, right quick. So, if I understand it correctly, was that the first time that you brought it to your attention?
No. I mentioned it to the doctor a while back. Can I send my wife's email to him to give his wife to contact my wife?
I never got it.
I did. I sent it through the private email and then send it through Yahoo.
I never got that.
But I always try to send stuff like that through the private email because I have it, and that's what I use.
Okay, so if that was the case, Richard, right? You've done that. But why was it necessary for you to ask them? Why was it necessary for you to ask them today? Is it okay because I call my rep on the phone and say I'm going to get Richard to call his wife and going to exchange numbers because what we was trying to do. Stop me where I'm lying at, Dewada. We was trying to get all three of them to meet up today to establish the sisterhood. That's what we was trying to do. What's wrong with that? What could be wrong with that? She could have felt that out for herself and she had something to do.
What's wrong with that?
He said that.
Yeah, like so asking
There's
permission.
nothing wrong with that.
it does seem a little off.
But here's the thing right there. Let's cut to the chase, man. The fact that this man is in his feelings, don't that tell you that something's wrong?
Yeah.
Why would he feel something? What?
Yeah, all I said.
Did I mention anyone's name? Did I mention anyone's name?
Dude, all I said is that very simple. If something like that comes up,
I didn't know who y'all were talking about.
Yeah, you didn't mention anything.
Let us speak. Let us speak. One at a time, guys. All things done decently. One guy speaking at a time. Or else it look like chaos.
Come on.
That's what I said. Just reach out.
I thought you was talking about somebody you was passing flowers out to.
See that? So the truth always come out, like I say, man. The Most High always bring it out, man.
Shalom, shalom.
All I said is that could you reach out to the husband of the woman so he can put whatever needs to be put in check. That's all I'm saying. Instead of just putting it out there in front of everyone without telling
Again, you on your damn emotions. Again, man, stop the bullshit, man. I'm gonna tell you straight, man. Listen, man, you on your damn emotions. No one knew who we was talking about, man. Only you.
Come on.
The man.
That's what I was saying.
I understand. But see, again, I don't do things in secret. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the secret stuff.
But you got in your emotions and you brought it out, right?
Let's address it. That's what I'm saying.
No. See, so let's not misunderstand
Richard.
Tazak's position.
Nobody.
Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's understand Tazak's position. He is a priest. All right. So I'm gonna use a layman term. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. He didn't name names. And I'm gonna tell you, when he puts messages out like that by the Spirit, it's not just for you, even though you're feeling cut about it. You see what I'm saying?
not feeling nowhere. Again, brothers.
Let me finish, Len. Let me finish. All right. So you can say that you're not feeling, but you already confess that you are, and then you outline in details. You see what I'm saying? So just wait for future. If you feel like it was that, that much of a, misunderstanding, I'm gonna need you just to really listen. You know what I'm saying? Like you felt some kind of way. You felt convicted. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
The reason why I made a statement because he said he felt like if the person is insulting his intelligence, I'm making him feel stupid or whatever. So that's why I said that.
You taking that out of context.
What I'm saying out of context also, all I'm just saying is that if something happened like that, you could reach out to the husband or to the guy or whatever and let him know what's going on so he can put shit in order. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I said, man. I didn't say it was making me feel stupid. I said that.
And I said, like if the person is trying to make you go feel stupid or what, something like that.
Okay.
So that's why I said,
well,
all I'm saying.
Why don't you allow me to repeat what I said? I said, if my wife mentioned anything, because if you don't want to make reference to something, right, you don't bring it up, right? Why was it even necessary to reference a cult, right? Why was it necessary? So that's undermining. Maybe you don't realize that. That's undermining your judgment. That's undermining your ability to be able to perceive something. You don't get that. You're missing that.
Yeah, that's what
when they even suggest anything like that. If my wife suggests that, well, damn, I'm glad you're not a part of a cult. I'm glad you wasn't going on to a cult. That means what she's saying to me when you cut through the chase is that
undermining.
My judgment may not be good enough. Now I talk to the people. I've decided that it's not a cult. Do you get that?
Con.
You between the lines, but I
have already spoken that many times before, and she already mentioned that to me many times before. And I explained to her again, you need to get involved so you can see what's going on. So that's what I'm saying.
But she don't trust your judgment.
Yeah, Richard.
But at the same time, even though his wife doesn't trust his judgment, we don't know if that's true or not. But he can't stop her from feeling how she feels.
Yeah, we do know it's the truth, DeWater. Yeah, we do.
Hold on a second, DeWater. Hold on a second. So that do you understand what's being said here?
Yeah.
hold on, man. Hold on because I need you and your wife to hear this, right? If your wife said, if you went out and you joined something, and your wife, you know, you've been because Richard's been on these calls for a minute, right? And for your wife to suggest something like this later in the game and said, "Oh well, wow, I'm glad he's not a part of a cult." In order for her to reference anything like that, that means that had to be in her mind throughout this entire while. Is this a cult? What is he joined on to? Then the man just said for himself, he invited her to come in. Stop trying to protect it, man. Stop trying to make it something. For something to come out like that, with that, that's what it is, man.
I said to you, I'll give her your information, give you her information so your wife can call her and so she can speak. That's what I did. You're saying I'll get the email, it's quite all right. All I'm saying is that if, from what you said, the person is basically think that you were stupid or whatever. So I was saying
again, see, you know what? You said what I said half-assed. You see what I'm saying? You're taking it out of context. What I said again is that if I join an organization like this, right? And then my wife came along, because for her to say something like that publicly, she had to be saying that to you privately, right? So if my wife said that to me, she's undermining my judgment, my ability to be able to discern things for myself as a man, is what I'm saying. So that is not the man.
And she's coming to make sure that it's not a cult.
Right.
She got to make sure herself that it's not a cult.
Right.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Now I understand what you're saying. I apologize. Now I understand what you're saying and what the whole purpose of what you were saying. No, I understand that, because again, my wife and I have an open relationship to the point anything she feels or she's thinking, she shares with me. Clearly, there's no misunderstanding or misinterpretation. So I mean, I'm just saying that if my wife said that to you, I'll be offended that she would even say something like that to someone about you. That's where I'm coming from. It's not about anything else. All I'm saying is that if she did in someone disrespect you by making a statement like that, you could have, if it was my wife or whoever wife, call the guy, the husband, let him know what's going on so he can put shit in order. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make no one feel any other way. That is what I am trying to say. That's all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. But
but that doesn't apply to the situation.
Now, I hear what the brother's saying, but this is the fact. And this is the fact, though, Wada. Unless husband and wife is of the same mind, there's going to be issues. Point blank, period. If your woman, if she still wants to be a Christian and she say, well, you know, I don't know, that's going to cause a problem in the home, man. It's imminent that a problem is going to result from that because you're not of one mind. That's what the scriptures say, man. Amos 3:3 said, can two walk together except they agree? So if check it out, right? I seen families like this, right? The woman, she still want to celebrate birthdays, want to celebrate. That's not wrong with the children going out for Halloween. You got a demon in your home. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going one way, and so the spirit of the Most High is not going to dwell there because everything you try and do, she's diminishing that. How do I do it? I was in a relationship like that. Everything I'm trying to do, she goes back and teaching them to be worldly. They're celebrating Thanksgiving parties at school. Hold on, my children don't do that.
No,
my children don't do that, man. No. So that's the problem, man. You have to be of the same mind. That's for everyone, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. And if we shortchange people, man, when you try and be nice to people, man, and you don't speak the truth, you're hurting that person, man. If you love someone, you're gonna tell them the truth. It's gonna hurt, but they're gonna come back later and say, you know what? No, you was right. Might be years later. But you got to be truthful to your brothers and sisters, man. If you love them, that's just love, man.
Con.
No, that you spoke.
You know, my grandma.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
My grandma.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I'm done.
No, I just said my grandma said, you know, when I was telling her about the whole situation and what we're trying to do, she said, "Can you not think for yourself? Can you are you in a cult or something like that along the lines of that?" She said the same thing.
See you?
So
that's
the same thing.
That's a woman's position.
Undermining.
That's a black woman's position.
And she has no respect for what I think, man.
Hey, Will. Hey, Will, and she never will until you get the hell about the house. Trust me, believe me on that.
Let me tell you why they think like that. If you want to know why they think like that, read the letter of Willie Lynch. He put fear in the heart, and he taught her to put fear into every so-called young black man there is. And so they're trying to go around it, make up excuses. I'm not cut like that, man.
Me neither.
I'm a different cloth, man. I'm that color. You understand?
I'm the black sheep. I'm that black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying? They know I don't give a damn. A bunch of Christian women, I come in there and I give them the truth, Will. I give them hell when I come in there, Will. And guess what, Will? They respect the hell out of me every time I come in there. But if I stay in there and I stay listening to them all the time, and everything they tell me to do, they'll never respect me. They'll love the shit out of me, but they'll never respect me. So which one you want? Because respect is love. Respect is love at the end. Show thyself a man in due time, brother.
Yeah, I got a little sister, and you know, I'm telling them, hey, straight up, I don't celebrate birthdays no more. I'm not with no holidays no more. I'm not with none of that. And she said, oh, my mom, she said, oh, you say you're not gonna celebrate your little sister's birthday? Well, I mean, it's not in the scriptures to do that, so I'm not gonna do it. I mean, that's just what it is.
Man, Eve with them birthday parties, man. The black women love them birthday parties. You know they're gonna celebrate it from 1 year old to 101.
It's a lot. Will, I told you what to do, Will. Go to my channel. I have a video on birthdays, right? About how the cake represents the moon, the candles represents the fires of hell. Play that video for me. Play that video for me.
I will.
And don't say anything. Here, watch this. You're gonna be at a loss for words, man. And you know what? They'll still celebrate it.
They will. That's the thing. They still
wash their hands of their blood.
Come on.
Yeah,
I gotta work. I gotta work on getting my own place. That's just what it is.
Yeah, you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. I've been through the same thing, man. I just had to stand up.
Come on.
Hey, I'm Jeffrey.
Come on.
What you think about all of this, Jeff? Jeffrey, you been listening in? What you think about all of this?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Shalom. Have you been listening to the conversation?
Yeah, I've been listening. I think, that using Will's perspective, this is exactly why they want the woman in charge of our households. I'll always use, being in Iraq, going overseas, like we are the only culture where the woman leads, and it really takes out the warrior spirit in us. Our grandmas,
Will, go ahead and
So what happens is it's like they strip the warrior spirit out of us, and to suggest that this is a cult or whatever the case is actually like I've been hearing is like.
I can't hear anybody.
Hello.
Come on. We can hear you, brother.
Hold on, clean. Let Jeffrey finish, man. Go ahead.
No, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him. It's something with your mic, then, Clint. I mean, I can hear him.
He's loud and clear.
I'm gonna come back in.
All right. It's saying that you don't trust my judgment as a man. Like I didn't check box 1, 2, 3 before I made this decision, and it stokes fear into the mind that you can't make your own decisions. So it's like for someone, not even just a woman, for someone in the family to question, like, I think you earned enough respect points through the years, Will, or whoever, you know, that it's like, man, if Will decided to do it, man, he thought this through. But this is what's keeping our people back, man. And this is, again, why we get outdone by other nations, because our warrior spirit, or our stand on our own two spirit, has been stripped away from us. And this is why the enemy wants our women leading us. And I love my mom, I love my wife, I love my sister, but they're always gonna think like, oh, what would I do if I lost Jeff? Where my mind is like, man, I'm about this nation, man. Like, if I gotta make a decision that's gonna advance the nation as a whole, that supersedes. I'm not trying to talk more martyr stuff, but if I made a decision to do something and I ended up losing my life, but it was for a just right decision. In every other culture, that's a stand-up thing to do. But with us, it's like, you know, we get degraded inside of the household or the family. But I think it's just, and like from hearing Richard's perspective, you know, I think it's being able to articulate to our significant others as to why we are doing something, and able to paint the bigger picture. Sometimes explaining things like from a 3-dimensional level, like step 1, 2, 3, this is why I'm doing it. It can help ease some of those thoughts of like, I'm not doing this for the right reason, you know? So I think all in all, man, it's just a matter of us gaining the trust and taking the lead back inside of our household, even with our grandmas and our moms. Look, grandma, you know, at the end of the day, I respect you, but you got to be able to articulate why. And once you've articulated that, I can't help your feelings.
Yeah, I told her she was disrespecting me. I hang up the phone. I mean,
because
this is what it is. But I mean, I got to get my own. Will.
Because this is what's gonna happen, Will. Right now, they got your balls, and your grandma throwing them to mama get ready to throw them to little sister in a second. They're gonna try to have a little sister, rule over you. I'm telling you, you know how the black household go. You know, every black woman take a turn. They all rule over the grown ass black men be in the house. Just like me and Thomas brought out last live. When the police come to the black people house, they look over every black male. I don't give a damn how old he is. They want the oldest black woman in the house because they can control her and the situation.
Well, you got to teach them, man. Like Todd says, sit down with a video with them. Like, when you become the teacher and they see that you coming from a place of wisdom, you know, that gives those coins in the bucket where it's like, oh, he's acting on his own accord. You got to sit down, like I've done with my wife plenty of times, like sit down with a video. You know, I'll be explaining something and maybe I'm not articulating it well. I'm like, well, look, let's throw this video on, and this is where, and then I'm talking about real, like a football play, like pause it, like this is what I meant when I said it in this manner. So it may be some teaching, because to take control back, these women in our families gonna have to see that we're moving with the spirit first, and we're moving with wisdom, and then we'll slowly but surely start to take control and have them, you know, you're gonna respect what I say at the end of the day. And I'm never gonna do anything or make a decision that's gonna be detrimental to the whole family. But that grandma or that mom, I go through the same stuff, man. I'm talking from experience. The choices they want me to make are detrimental to my spirit and to standing up as a man. But they get a short-term benefit, but long-term gain is our people out here struggling.
Yeah, Con, I'm gonna tell you this, man. A lot of because I'm harsh and straight to the point. A lot of people don't like me, but guess what? I don't give a damn, because you don't feed me, you don't feed my children, and I know for a fact everything that I'm asking you to do is right. So if you don't like me, the hell with you. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't listen to what I'm saying, your life is going to be made the way that it is. And guess what? I'm going to keep on soaring. And so for all the haters out there, let me, man, I got to give big up to the haters, man, because it's you. I'll say, y'all bless you, punk mofos, because you damn haters, you give me the motivation and the energy to be driven. Because I look at you and say, damn, I'm glad I'm not that. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad I can stand up. I'm glad I could be a damn man and tell people who I feel, and if they don't like it, then the hell with you. I'm going to keep it moving, and I'm going to be with someone that's more in agreement with me, that's of the same mind. You understand? And until you with that kind of person, you're never going to have peace. You're never going to, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. If you're around someone and you can't really speak your mind and speak how you really feel and give your perspective on something, and you got to always worry about how they're going to respond, you're not really living, man. You're just existing. You're not living because you're not being you, because that person that's around you is preventing you from being what you want to develop into. And so you cater to what they want, and you're sacrificing who you really are for what they want. I'm not willing to do that, man, because this life I had is real short. So you better take advantage of it, man.
Calm.
Go ahead, Clean Light. What you got, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to speak on, like, you know, the ribs part. You know what I'm saying? The ribs is always going to be like a basically they always going to have some type of like situation where they think that if you join in something, you know, a group of so-called black people that want to make a change or whatever, that it's a code. You know what I'm saying? Because they see if you're not making no money from it, you know what I'm saying, not making no commerce, then it got to be a code, because when you assert the Most High into it, automatically it gives that type of thing where they think it's a cult, you know, and that's just how Eve is, man. Eve always thinking that stuff. That's why, you know, the scriptures tell you, like, you know, to tell her, don't tell her everything. But I understand that she want to get the sisterhood to be a part of the organization, and you know that's a good thing. You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of sisters not going to be with that, man. Especially if they see they're not making no money from it, because you know, sister Eve, they want that money, man. That money talks to them, man. And that money, if there's no money involved, they gonna have, you know, they little negativity about it. You know, so that's why, you know, your brothers got to make sure your ribs, man, they know what's going on, man. They got, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Eve is always like that. My mother, as soon as I started expressing, like, you know, Hebrew roots and learning about who I am through the scriptures, my mother was saying that I was a part of a cult. You know what I'm saying? My aunts, I'm a part of a cult. They're not even taking the time to hear me out or to understand anything I'm saying. They automatically understand that we are a cult. You know, just because of, you know, these camps out here that be on the street and they be, you know, yelling at people and cursing them out and saying that the Most High is the reason why they're doing that. So, you know, Eve, you know, she automatically don't want to be a part of the truth anyway. You know what I'm saying? You have the spirit of the Most High got to come on her through the man for her to feel like this is what she want to be a part of. So she knows she make any reason for not to be a part of that, not to be a part of the truth, man. So you really gotta sit your rib down and you know, because she gonna thoroughly investigate everything, just to try to prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? To say, oh yeah, see, I told you it was a cult. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. They want to prove that it's a cult. They don't want to prove that it's not. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be on your P's and Q's with the female, man, with Eve, man, with your rib. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you, like, I'm not married, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a woman, so I ain't gotta really worry about that. But you know, for you brothers that are a part of the organization, man, especially, man, like, you know, I don't know how old Richard is, but you seem like, you passed 40, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you pass that age, man, you should know that, you know, you gotta be stern with your woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on right now in the world right now. What's trending right now? Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Jada doing Will Smith dirty. So you know what I'm saying? From that, take it as an example, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on your woman, man. all the time. There's no cutting no slack, man. Ain't no slack cutting, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to be a part of something that's trying to make a change in the society, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy to get your women to be on board, but you gotta do it though. You know what I'm saying? You can't let her run it, man. You can't let her run you. You know what I'm saying? So I made mistakes like that in my past. I'm not perfect with women, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm single right now, but I like being that way anyway. Cause I don't like no woman on my back anyway, man. But that's just me.
I think the whole conversation passed over some of you guys' heads completely, because the purpose of I making that statement is very simple. Give the man of the house the opportunity to set shit straight. That's what I'm saying. It's very simple. Don't just, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I wasn't saying that, bro. I was saying that, Eve is automatically going to think that you're a part of a cult, bro.
But this is where I got to intervene, right? Right here, this really wasn't a man thing, right? So if we're trying to get the sisters to coalesce, right? And for that, and it seems like the wide is trying to cover for your web a little bit also. Like him and his web. I'm just going to keep it a buck. For anything ever to come up like that in a conversation is insulting to me. You see what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? That's the suggestive nature to say I'm glad he's not part of a cult. She's not undermining us because I really don't care what she think of us. You see what I'm saying? I feed and clothe myself. But the fact of the matter is she's undermining you and you're still not getting that. For your wife to suggest that I'm glad he's not part of a cult, when did she decide that?
Yeah.
We talked to the sisters today, right? So that means
you guys in the first part of the conversation. Okay, the part of the conversation is my wife did not make that statement the first time. Is the other person made that statement? That's why they came to see. That's what that's why my wife said yes, the same thing she said. But it was not something my wife said immediately to his wife. Okay? So that's why I say I understand what you're saying. And that's why I'm saying before we say something like this amongst men, give the man a chance to talk to his wife or whoever.
Listen, again, man, you're still in your emotions, right?
I'm not in my emotions.
First of all, I reiterate, and everyone on the call clearly stated they had no damn clue who I was talking to or talking about. You dig what I'm saying?
Nobody. I thought you were talking to somebody that y'all was passing the flyers out to.
You're coming straight off of emotions. Nobody in the damn world knew who was being, you see what I'm saying? That was totally oblivious. You see what I'm saying? You brought that in. You know what I'm saying? You start, and we do this all the time without name calling, because that's dealing with that person individually and letting them know, yo, you need to deal with this, man. So that is going to you if you could pick up on, metaphors. You see what I'm saying? But no one else knows. We've done that plenty of time on calls. But we don't call people's names. So there's nothing. No, Zadok said he thought I was talking about some damn girl handing out flowers. No one knew.
Because that's what it sounded like. That's how you put it, you know what I'm saying? So, you can't holler. You can't holler. You know what I'm saying? Say a hurt dog will holler, don't holler.
And the initial purpose of me, bringing up what I brought up, I was asking specifically about the training, specifically, and you gave like 2 lines on that, so you can say that the purpose of the conversation is not on a topic, but I was surmised to say that it came from you first, and it really is love. I mean, so that was the warning. I mean, I get it. You got it. Everybody gets it. That's his position. If he doesn't say it, and he's appeasing, and he's basically appeasing us. He's not doing the work, the Most High. So it's not really. That's why it really doesn't matter about your feelings, and it shouldn't be, because that's when the carrying out of the word, the carrying out, the displaying, the walking it out becomes watered down and of no effect. So, I mean, that's basically it. And then when we were speaking, you were real defensive. You know what I'm saying? And with us, ain't no need to be like that. If it's no if about it. You really did feel some kind of way. You can say you didn't, but you confess that you did. And then during the times that we were speaking, your responses didn't coincide with the words that was coming out, because it looks like you already had your mind set and made up. I get why you were quiet, and that's cool, but that wasn't the topic of discussion. And that's where it all spins out today. This is how we own it. You know what I'm saying? It's really real love.
I just want to say that
we just trying to make.
I just hope that you don't let your rib decide on the choices you make, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Due to what I heard y'all was discussing.
No, that was never the case.
I would hate for that to be the reason why you stopped, man.
No, that was never the case. That was never the case.
No, we just trying to build real manly warrior characters in every member, male member in TDOC, because we got to get everything back. We got to turn our whole nation back to the way it used to be. The black woman got to respect us. The black woman got to respect us. Our moms, our grandmas, our wives, our sisters, our cousins, our whoever, because we got to be the lead in the whole thing.
Wait, hold on a second. This guy.
There you go. And then you drop
Green light. Green light. We need you to mute your mic.
Jeffrey Bibbins, what's going on, Jeffrey?
You got to do the thing, do the bomb thing. So you got to drop a bomb. Use this. You got to drop a goose.
What's going on, man?
Go ahead and kick Clean Light out so he finished taking care of his business, man. This is exactly from the call. It is way off. We need to be playing some music in the background to overshadow this. I'm about to get him. Hey, Clean Light. Clean Light.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that again, man. You can't step away and be talking in the background and all that. All right, Jeffrey. Slocky, man.
Oh no, I'm just listening in the back. I agree with the point. I'm always gonna speak from a position of just seeing how other nations act and why we are in the position we are. There is no order. I agree with the point. This to me is the end result of us following a Roman lifestyle, allowing ourselves to become engulfed in their policies, because in a real culture, in a real nation, these things are ironed out. So I look at these as growing pains, because once we started this foundation, when we do step out into a capacity of anti-police brutality commandos, these little things matter. Just like we were saying earlier, like the details matter, and how we treat each other, how we are, our order in our home, our order in how we deal with one another. It really does mean something. So it's good that we can get all this out and have a good understanding about, what our role is in the house, the conversations we should be having with our wives about, hey, if I make a decision, if you don't trust that the decision that I made is sound and just, then we may not be, we may need to take a different route, because right now
you do that, but it takes a real man to do that, Jeffrey. And this is what cats is not getting, and this is why a lot of cats don't like, because I'm direct, man. Let's get Ephesians, man, the 5th chapter. Let's start reading that verse 22. It takes a real man to do what you're saying, Jeffrey. That's spot on. But brothers are too damn effeminate, man. Like basically, your damn woman telling you what's going on in your home, man. That's off as hell.
Yeah.
I don't have no excuse for that, man. I don't have no tolerance for that. And the Most High can't use a man like that. See, people want to talk nice. When you talk nice to people, man, you cheating that man, man. You cheating that woman. You gotta do thus saith Yahweh. That's it, man.
Oversteered. Oversteered, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Come on. Ephesians.
Let's see what the Most High says about this. Let's see what the Most High says. Oh no, baby, it's not a call. No, listen, man. You be the hell quiet. This is what I'm with. You don't want to be. There's a door right there. If you can't do that, you're not a man.
Talk that talk. Talk that.
You're not a man. If you can't do that, you're a damn man. There you go, Tyler Doc, breaking up people. You damn right. Trying to stop you from being a damn simp.
Talk that talk, Tyler.
Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse 21. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of Yahweh. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto Yahweh.
Why?
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Stop, Zara. Stop. Because we got to drag that point home. We could close the book right there, clean like money. So the wife is supposed to submit to her husband like he's God to you. That's the word you like to use. So we're going to, he's God to you. You understand that? There's no room for this right here. What the hell you mean? I'm not a port of a court. You better mind yourself, woman. You better mind yourself. You understand who you're talking to? I'm like God to you. They don't want to hear it in that tone. That's too radical for me. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Bible says.
They don't like that Bible. They don't like that Bible.
They don't like that Bible. They like the Billy Graham Bible. They like the Oral Roberts Bible. They're like the Joel Osteen. Oh, him and his wife is going through something. That's right. We can't use him. They're like the Will Smith. Oh no, him and his wife's going through something also. They're like those Bibles. You see what I'm saying? It's called 50.
We don't do no entanglements over here, man. No entanglements.
So I mean, this is what it is, man. This is what the scriptures say, man. Go ahead, finish that out,
Zach. Verse 23. Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
The husband is
even
what?
as
whoa. We gotta drag
the
that
head of the wife.
The husband is the head. There's no equality. Forget your damn American dream. Give them back that apple pie. Because with that comes confusion. With that equality, let me tell you something, man. If you're running a business, is everybody equal in that business? There always has to be a head. There has to be someone to rule that business, or you're gonna have all kind of different opinions, and the business is gonna crumble. A family is an organization, and according to the Most High, if you believe in the same Bible we believe in, the husband is the head according to the Most High. That's it. You can say that with your lips, but you got to live that out. You can't just talk it. That's just jaw japping, talk of intent. But what's really going on?
Forget what the world think, man. Forget what the world think. What the scriptures say, what the book say.
Right.
Hold on. Let me finish this out. Even as Messiah is the head of the congregation, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the congregation is subject to the Messiah, let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
No. You gotta be reading that wrong. That's
let me read it again. Then. Therefore, as the congregation is
no. You gotta be reading that wrong. That's not what they teach in church. In everything? No, brother, you gotta be reading that wrong, man. You making that up, man. You want your own Bible.
Hold on. Let me see if my eyes are good there. Therefore, as the congregation is subject unto the Messiah, let the wives be unto their own husbands in everything.
Damn, Will, mail that man your glasses, man, so he can read that again. He got to be reading that wrong, man.
New Testament. New Testament. New Testament.
This ain't no, because you know, like I always say, y'all read that the Old Testament. No. The New Testament. Nothing ain't changed. Y'all just hate the book. Put the whole book down. You can't open a book 85% into the book and read the last 15% and think you know what it's talking about. You don't even read the last 15%. If you read the last 15%, you will understand that. You understand order and subject in a household and in the congregation, the churches. But obviously they don't understand that. But let me jump down. I got a script for you know what I'm saying, for the young bulls out there. Ephesians the 5th chapter, verse 31. For this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother, and should be joined on to his wife, and they should be one flesh. You got to leave that household. You might not got to get your wife off the rip, but you got to leave that household. You got to leave mom and dad to get that respect. Like we were talking earlier.
Wait. Lioness said that too bad Jake hasn't lived up to being the head of the women. Huh? Yashabin,
we can't hardly hear you, Queen. Right? You kind of low.
You the head?
Absolutely.
What is she saying, man?
Well,
maybe from personal experience, she's gonna have to click the link and bring it
Lioness never comes in the room. Lioness never comes in the room. Lioness is a keyboard ranger. Lioness never come in the room and be vocal. She never speaks that viva voce. So we can't take that to heart. Who's next?
Yeah, because Tazadoc does it. I'll do it.
Come.
Jeffrey, what you look like? You the head of your house? Your woman running you?
Absolutely, I'm the head.
All right. Dewada? Dewada, you still on the call? Maybe you stepped away.
I'm here.
You the head of your house, or you know you being ran by your wife?
That's not even a question, man.
Well, Lioness Keyboard Ranger, you know what you got to say really is of no effect if you're not going to click on the link.
And can I say this too? I think in this feminine society, you know, I think there's some misinterpretations here. That don't mean that, you know, I don't converse and strategize with my wife. This isn't a heavy-handed type of deal. This isn't, and I think when we speak in that manner to, you know, someone who's been indoctrinated with a feminist mind, they're going on the defensive already. Like, well, hold on, I've been taught my whole life I'm equal. I can do anything. Well, you can do anything a man can do, but you can't be a man. So it's a difference when we say that. We're just establishing order. That doesn't say I'm heavy-handed. Shut up. Get over here. Where my plate at? No, you know, there's compromise and when we make decisions. Like when the gavel strikes, it's like I'm gonna be the one striking the gavel, you know, like, but I'm never gonna treat my wife in a manner where it's like, man, like she holed up in the house while I'm out. And I think these feminists have this idea when we say that we're the head of the house. Now trust me, there's some sense too that have been indoctrinated under that same feminist ideology as well. But all I'm about is order right now. If a female, if your wife, your rib can't understand that we're trying to establish order, that's why we getting murdered in the streets, because there ain't no order in the house. Being the head
no
does
order.
not. Yeah, that don't mean shut up, B. Go get what I said. Like run to the store. Like that's totally different than what we saying. But also why other nations got their knee on our neck right now.
Right, that's dictatorship. Can we get Rajaha to come in the room? Can we get Rajaha to come in the room? Because her conversation is a little
Hey, I just want to speak on what Jeffrey said. Jeffrey, nobody's saying, first of all, if you have a woman, you know what I'm saying, if you're choosing that woman to be with, you're going to show that woman love, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You're going to show that woman caring and affection, you know what I'm saying? Because you want that woman to smile, you want her to laugh, you want her to be happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, as in, you want her to give you, you know, the affection that you need as a man. So, I mean, whoever's like trying to twist the Bible into being on some type of like, you know, group bully type of thing with his wife, that's off. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the point of you being with her? You're supposed to be with her to give her enjoyment. You're supposed to bring you enjoyment too of life. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you wanted to be with her, because you like what she brings as a person to your life. You know what I'm saying? Because then you would just be with a whole bunch of other women if you didn't choose that one genuinely. So when you choose a wife, you're looking for things that makes her into your wife. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that when it comes to the scripture is telling you that when you're making decisions as a unit, that the man makes the final decision, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The man makes the final judgment on what happens moving forward. You know what I'm saying? As a unit, as a family. You know what I'm saying? As a couple.
I think that's the perspective I was looking at it too. I was just saying for when we say things like this, and now I'm just going like people in the comments. I agree exactly 100. I think what I said was on par with what you said. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's lioness, man.
Yeah.
Just
somebody's opinion bounces off her.
Yeah, let's disregard the lioness comment. She's just like
never come in here.
Yeah, she never come in.
She's in her feelings right
never
now,
come
man.
in.
She's in the feelings. Something must have happened
You know
to her recently with a Jake.
Spirit is kind of off, lioness. Your spirit is off.
She in the feelings today, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can tell her spirit is off.
Still gotta be stern. Issue.
Rajaha, you gotta come in on a Google browser. You gotta come in from a Google browser. Yeah, man. Somehow it always ends back up to E. But I'm gonna hit you something, man. Jake is responsible for a lot of this, man, because he carry it, man.
Agreed.
He carry it, man. He won't put his foot down. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna be with a damn woman and she's not giving you peace and all of this, man, why the hell are you with her? You dig what I'm saying? And you see how the women in the room, they start bringing up the reasons they left their man. Well, that's one man. Now, what if he was living right? What would you have done? Right. Did you go to another man? If so, you are a hoe, according to the Bible. You, my dear, are a hoe. I deep dick.
And a hoe must go.
For sure.
And a hoe must go.
For sure, bro. And now you know.
I mean, like Jake is the reason why it's strip clubs, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake's the reason why clubs make.
Otherwise, we gonna call Tyrese back to pimp that hoe.
I'm trying to tell you, we can use him then.
Tyrese, Tyrese, what's his name? Tyrese? Taish, Taish, man. Leather coat, man. Diamond, diamond in the top. That's Taish, man. Sunroof top, diamond in the back with a gangster lean. Slap that. Come on up. He admitted to me in Israel on the phone that he was a pimp, man. Yeah, he's trying to be an Israelite. Come on, man. Stop playing.
That is wild to me. Like, he literally came in here with the purpose of trying to fool somebody. Like, that doesn't even make sense. And he's been watching for a minute.
Mm-hmm. It's all good, man. It's all good.
And he'll snatch some of these whole simple E's that be on here. He'll snatch some of them right onto his little, you know what I'm saying? His little star lineup. And then they'll be out there somewhere in Vegas.
Yo, Linus said, please don't block me. I'm one of your biggest fans.
No, we're not blocking you, Linus. We already understand who you are, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just know your spirit. Just understand that. We know your spirit.
Yeah, who's Sophie? Well, Jaha, you gotta come in through a Google browser. But that's what it is, man. At the end of the day, people realize it's all love, man. Let me tell you something, man. There was a a drill that used to. This dude, every time he used to see me, Zara, in the military, he used to, man, I don't like you, man. You mofos from New York. You think you slicker than someone else. He said, man, you ugly son of a bitch. How in the hell did you make it in this army anyways, man? Then I started looking at him with a smirk, because I know it was a mind game. He was like, don't you smirk at me, you ugly son of a gun. I'll take you out the back of this and I'll dust you off, man, about 4 or 5 of these ugly drills, man. So don't you eyeball me, man. I'm trying to play mind games. All right, man, you got it. You got it, man. And then at the end of the day, I mean, by the time I graduated, man, I realized that that dude was just trying to make me the best of me that he could be, man. Because at the end of the day, man, he shook my hand and said, good job, man. Good job. Don't you know I ended up maxing out? I set a post record, man, for the most push-ups, sit-ups, and the fastest run. Because every time he used to see me, he used to tell me to drop. You too damn ugly. Drop down and give me 20. I'm serious, man. That dude used to pick on me all the time. Damn, this dude don't like me, man. But in the end, you know, after the training and everything was over, I found out that the dude was doing it because he really did like me. You see what I'm saying? So you never see, man, the big picture, man. But
they'll push you.
From my perspective, he used to treat me like crap. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt the same way about my dang old martial arts instructor. I'm like, man, I just got here. Why am I always going to the ground? Why am I always getting bruised up? But that definitely helped out once I got to once I joined the service.
You know, when you're in AIT and someone writes you and you get letters, man, they will play damn mind games because they couldn't find a way to get to me, man.
Jody.
Everyone else.
Jody hitting your girl. Jody hitting your girl right now. Jody got her.
Y'all should be.
You know what I'm saying? They get all in your head.
I just want to ask Josh Beam a question, man, about martial laws. You know what I don't like, man? I don't like when I go to the martial arts dojo, right? And then the sensei is older than a bear gut, man. Every time I go to a martial arts, man, I always see the sensei with the bear gut, and they always be the instructor.
Run away. Run away, Now, I was fortunate enough, Most High was looking after me, that when I first started, you know, practicing martial arts as a teenager, after work, or right before work, during my years in high school, the guy, he actually did and practiced every day what he was teaching. So I took that with me. To me, that made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you can say anything that you want, but if you look like something else, it's going to be hard for me to believe you, you know? So those are not the ones, unless they real old. And I mean like they're like either dang near bedridden or, you know, like in a wheelchair. It's going to be hard for me to listen to somebody who's not doing what they're trying to teach me. So yeah, run away.
Like in New York, I always notice that all the senseis is always overweight, like, and they swear they masters though, like, and I'm like, how you a master? Like, you can't even like lift your leg up like high enough to kick somebody. Like, how the hell are you gonna be do something? So I just wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, but
that's why I stopped believing in like martial arts, man.
But they be real good teachers though. I had a teacher called I had a teacher called Grandmaster Britt, man. Yeah, and he's like how Clean was saying, but the dude had incredible cardio, man. I would see him fight about 10 people in the class back to back, sometimes 2 at a time, and they couldn't touch him. He was a fourth Dan. He looked just like Clean Whiteland is talking, because sometimes because a person looks like that doesn't mean he don't have good cardio and endurance. He's just not eating right? He's eating the wrong foods, but he could go a long time, man. So don't be taken by looks, man. You can't always be taken by that, man.
I'm talking about performance. If your guy's performing like that, you're good. I've just never experienced that.
Yeah.
I've personally never experienced that. But But yeah, Tazadak, I've seen some young dudes that are big, and that could when I say young, like second and third Dan, who they can go. They can go, but
Yeah, man.
if
He
someone
wants you to practice a front flip, but he doing a jelly roll. Come on, man. He wants you to do a front flip, and he doing a jelly roll. Like, nah, man. I ain't with it, man.
no, but I mean,
I'll tell you what I'm talking about, Leonard. I can't make this up, man. I'll show you one of my instructors when I was in the military, Master Brick. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And he'll whip your ass any day of the week, man. Hands down. Can't judge by appearance, man. Master Brick, man. There you go, right here. There you go, him. That big bald-headed black man. See that red and black? He's a fourth Dan now. He's a fifth Dan now, man. That big bald-headed black man.
Man, he ain't that big. I had another vision in my mind.
He got a jelly roll.
Yeah, but I had another vision in my mind.
Nah,
that's decent.
He's pretty big if you see him in person. He got that gut that you're talking about. This gi is covering it up, but he has incredible cardio. Yeah, man. Oh, there's Roger right there. Go ahead, sister. What was you saying?
Greetings. My connection is real bad. Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just commenting on the conversation, about the husband, and the woman, and the husband being the head. I experienced that. And I started out at a real young age. I started out when I was 19 years of age. And the brother, he was, very conscious, enlightenment, he was, intelligent black man. And, we went through our marriage for 24 years, and it came to the point to where I came into the concept of who I was. And he didn't grasp the concept of his manhood. You know what I'm saying? What he's supposed to be doing within the household. So then that forced me
Well, what do you mean by that? Salakia, what do you mean by that, sister? He wasn't doing what he was supposed to be in the household.
So to me, it was to the concept to where I was gravitating to the knowledge faster than he was. So that forced me to make certain decisions that he didn't approve of at the time. And to be in 2020, just to fast forward, but we have conversations to where he see the importance of what I was doing then, he see it now in 2020. But me being who I am, I just couldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? We sat down, we had talks, we had discussions.
So Salaki, so you left him?
We came to a mutual agreement to where we just decided to go our own ways. And to this day, we still have that understanding. And that's still in stone. That's what it was. We just decided it was what it was. I don't know how else to
explain. Get 1 Corinthians 7 and 14. Let's get the Most High say about that. Let's get
okay.
What
scripture?
1 Corinthians 7 and 14.
I couldn't hear it.
I got it.
1 Corinthians 7 and 14.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 14. For the unbelieving husband has been set apart in the wife.
Okay, so stop, sister. So if you was in the truth as you saying you was, even if your husband wasn't, he could have been saved by you, by your example. It would have more than likely brought him to this truth with patience. Go ahead, read on.
And the unbelieving wife has been set apart in the husband.
Same thing with Richard. Like if his wife may not believe right now, his example could actually bring her into the truth and might bring salvation. Go ahead, read.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Otherwise, your children would be unclean, but now they are set apart.
So if one of them, if the household is not equally yoked, one of them is going to make the household, the children unclean. But if they're equally yoked, then everything plays out.
Okay, so let me make this statement. So at the same time, it was as to now that we are more mature and we are more enlightened, we having the conversations to where, and even back then it wasn't discussed in a manner to where it should have been discussed, but it's as though he said that I'm always being blessed. I'm always getting the good this. You always get the good jobs. You always elevate. So I felt like it was competition. So when I start seeing that it was more like a competition, and I kept telling him, you can reap the same benefits. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain things that you have to do within your own self. So he didn't want to do the self-work, and therefore I put forth the effort to do the self-work. So do I hold myself accountable because of his, I don't know, what would I call it? Slowfulness? Because to me, it felt as though he was moving real slow. I mean, you so intelligent, but you move fast on other things, but stuff that matter, I felt as though that you was not moving as you should as a man and the man of the household. So I don't know.
well, we know, but let's see. Let's see what the scripture say on that. Let's see what the scripture say on that. I know. Let's get Matthew 19, verse 9.
Okay.
Let's see what the Most High say on that. Let's get Matthew 19, verse 9.
Matthew what?
19, verse 9.
Okay, I got it right here. The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife,
stop
for
a second. So if they got a divorce, to put away means to divorce, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was no fornication or adultery. The Most High hates that thing. He tells you that in Malachi. Just because someone may not be moving fast enough and so on and so forth, and if there's no adultery, the person that puts them away causes them to commit adultery. They become a fornicator. Okay, read on.
Okay. Except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery, and whoso married her which is put away doeth commit adultery.
So what Hamashiach is saying right here, sister, let's say if you and your husband put each other away, right? And there was no sexual wickedness involved, or there was no worshiping of another power that people call God, then both of you cause each other to become a fornicator and commit adultery, because you're still married to him in the Lord.
Right.
Let's get to Romans 7, verse 2 to prove that. So, just because my wife don't cook a certain way, I should have made that decision before I married her. Now
okay, so let me ask you this. So when he take upon himself and he separates himself from the household, so then how would you deal with that? So he take it upon himself and he remove himself from the household.
Yeah, I mean, so if that's if that's the case, then I mean, if you and him file for a divorce on that, that still doesn't
but it was no divorce filed though.
Right. Okay.
Just last month the divorce was filed.
All right.
And we've been separated almost 4 years now.
All right, I got that. But you and him might have been separated for 4 years, but unless you have been celibate, there was fornication. If he's went out and he messed with someone else and she was like, with another man, then that's fornication. And fornication is sexual wickedness, right?
Right.
Or it's setting up another power with the Most High, right?
Right.
So
right.
The divorce or the separation, like a woman could get divorced, right? That doesn't mean she could take another husband. So get that Romans 7 and 2 to prove this. Because she get divorced, that don't mean she could go and take another husband until that man's dead. Okay?
Nobody look like, but nobody.
The book of Romans.
Right.
The book of Romans, chapter 7.
Whoa. Stop. Well, hold on. We heard Satan for a second. Satan said no one lives by that again anymore. So yeah, well, this is why we do stuff like this, because we need people that in the truth to live by that. This is what the Most High, guess what? Whoever said that, those people that's not living like that, there's no place for them in the kingdom. How about that? There's no place for them. There's no place for them, man. Thus saith the Most High. So bring it out, Zada.
The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 2. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth.
Okay, stop for a second.
If the husband...
Stop for a second, brother. He's bound by the law. What law? The Torah, as long as he liveth. Doesn't matter whether divorce or whatever. A divorce doesn't constitute her going out and taking another husband. That's what he wants to do. But that's the worldly way. And you know what that is? That's a cult.
That's Esau way.
See, that's a real cult. That's witchcraft right there. How do we know? Because Samuel 15:23 says rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft. So anytime you go against these laws, statutes, and commandments, you start to practice witchcraft. Because that's a rebellious spirit. So now you practicing witchcraft because you're going against the Most High, thy power. Go ahead, brother.
But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress.
There it is.
But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man.
Ooh, there it is.
Okay, so I'm confused right there. Ooh. So you telling me that unless that my former ex-husband, unless he dies, I'm not able to live life with another brother or another man until that happens?
Bingo. Whoa, we're not
telling
you.
Bingo. Wait a minute.
We're not
so
you
is that what the scripture is saying?
Is telling you that.
Okay.
You got a Bible right there? You got a Bible
like
in front of you?
They ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna like that.
You're not gonna like me.
You don't sound confused, sister.
Listen. It's
sister,
not so much.
You're not confused. You spot on.
Listen, but it's not so much that I'm not gonna like it, but I just want the truth and I just need understanding. So no, I don't have a Bible in front of me, but at the same time,
you need to download the King James Version on your phone on the app. It's free. King James Version. Bible, that's Romans.
I can't
chapter.
access that and look at y'all at the same time.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna show it.
I have it, but I just can't access it while I'm on
let me say this. Let me say this.
Okay.
She needs to be taught correctly, right? Now,
yes.
If you didn't know that law, that's where the mercy of Hamashiach comes in, right? Because let me tell you, almost every woman in our society is a hoe, according to the Bible. Because according to Exodus 22:16, when a woman lays down and have sex with a man, that man is supposed to tell her, "You're my wife now. Let's draw up a contract," right? And so that they're not supposed to be able to put each other away unless it's fornication or that woman just won't listen to her husband, as it says in Ecclesiasticus 25:26. It says that she will not go the way that you would have her, put her away and give her a divorce if she doesn't listen to her husband, right? But besides that, if it's not adultery or fornication, you're stuck like glue. That's what the Most High says. In the book of Malachi, it says the Most High hates divorce. He hates
right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So someone get 1 Corinthians 7:32. 7:32. Let's get it for again. First Corinthians 7 chapter. Clean like linen, he knows these precepts, man. You all be sleeping on clean like linen, man, but he's a wise dude, man. If you listen to what he says, man, he got a very discerning spirit.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 32. And I wish you to be without concern. He who is unmarried is concerned about matters of the Supreme Elohim, Yahweh, how to please the Supreme Master, Yahweh. But he who is married is concerned about matters of the world, how to please his wife.
Come on, but okay, let's go deeper than that. Let's give her the same thing that we gave her in Romans again, man, about the sister not being able to put away not being able to take another husband until that man is dead. Let's go to the 39th first.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 39. A wife is bound by Torah as long as her husband lives. And if her husband dies, she is free to be married to whom she desires, only in Yahweh.
So that means the man that she married has to be in this truth, only in Yahweh.
Right.
And clean like linen. She done left. Now she left Tyler. She want to go and get a damn guy that's gonna get a Gucci, Louis bags and all of that. That nigga worried, man. You understand? He's not going.
Salakia, I want to tell the sister this, man. If you trying to get cleaned up,
yeah,
if you trying to stop being filthy,
right?
That's what the scriptures is all for. They here to clean you up. You know what I'm saying? It might be raw. It might be something that you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to you being with other men outside of your husband. You don't want to hear that, right?
Right.
But that's what the scriptures trying to. They here to clean you up. It's trying to avoid you from defiling yourself even more than you already defiling yourself, not knowing the scriptures in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they for. That's what it's here for.
They interceding. That's what I see.
You shouldn't open that scripture. You shouldn't be looking. You shouldn't be
right,
open.
right.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's what they're here for. They're here to clean you up.
Jazz crashed the line. Come in the room. Jazz crashed the line. She has a question there. Come on in the room. Come on up. Come on down.
Did you want me to go to verse 40?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 40. But she is better off if she remains as she is.
See that?
According to my opinion. And I think I also have the raw of the Supreme Elohim. So that's Paul.
Khan. No, because we all got dirty minds. And before you get into the truth, you have a dirty mind. You know what I'm saying? The truth, the scriptures, it helps you clean your mind up so that you move better in this world. You know what I'm saying? And you don't blaspheme the Most High. Oh, sorry.
We're waiting on Josh Crystalline to come in. You got to come in from a Google browser. Sounds like you got some concerns here. She says, what if the man was wicked and was cheating and he was not into the truth? I heard this many times. Come on in. Let's deal with it.
That's the same person that was talking about the Most High's energy and stuff like that. I thought you blocked that character. I don't know.
Okay, well, come on in. This is good. We could use her for a catalyst for other people that needs to learn. Let her be a catalyst.
Come.
Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, man, the Most High is bringing it out today.
Ain't it?
What are we giving you? We're giving you love.
Great love.
It's facts.
I know they said, man, I hate that damn Zadok and Tazadok, man. No one of them bastards got this. I hate them, man. They go hard. And Clean Like Linen, we want him off of that show.
Yeah, cause we're gonna give it to you plain and simple.
Clean Like Linen,
Right.
catch him every time they be capping, man. He catch them every time, man. Clean Like Linen got a discerning spirit, man, because he knew about that I tell you, man. And then as soon as I talked to him, I'm like, yo, man, this dude off as hell. And Israel pointed out to me, he was like, yeah, man, Clean wasn't really feeling him like that on the cool, man. I was like, yeah, me either, man. The dude was trying to hustle. He was trying to hustle his way in, man. He had a different motive, man. The dude don't know anything about the truth. He was talking that pro-black stuff, man. Don't come around here with that. Talking about the black queen. And you know he's talking about the queen of heaven, which is really ISIS. You know what I mean? It goes back to Nimrod and Semiramis. Same people. Different areas, same people.
He trying to come back, Ak. He's asking for a list of requirements that he need to accomplish so you can be back apart. Hey, Thais, clearly you're listening to this message.
Oh, you see Thais on here?
Because you're texting us on the private side.
Well, hold on. I don't see Thais, man. Come on the call, man. Come on in. Come on in, Thais. Come on the call.
Come on down.
So he says that his Rib and himself decided to stay together and he want to be active.
Nah. We need both of you on the call, and that's not gonna happen. I already gave you the law on that, man. If you're gonna deal with her, we need to monitor that. Because right now, you are a whoremonger. You understand? You've been a whoremonger. And what you have is a good sister, and we can call a spade a spade. You're the wicked one in that relationship. And we told you, no holds barred. You're the wicked one in that relationship. That woman was trying to do right by you, man.
Good. Boy. Now we got to get on Jake ass.
We don't pick and choose who we gonna get on. We gonna cut everybody, man. We gonna get cut.
That's right. That's right.
You gonna get cut, man.
That's right.
I don't give a
Yeah,
damn.
man. We was doing a council. We was doing a council, man. That sister was trying every damn thing to work that out. And Israel's my witness, and Daryl and Mass, and this dude, So, all right, brother, I tell you what, man. We told the sister to get in contact with my wife and the other sisters and told him to fall back, man. Don't even contact us anymore, man. You don't know how to treat your wife. We can't deal with you. See, they don't like to hear that. I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something about Jake. He love it when we be banging on Eve. But when we start banging on him, he don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear that part.
Swinging to the other side, Jake don't want to hear that, man. He just loved to bang on Eve all of the time. But when he's you see, come on, man. We listen to both. Now this man called us. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, my wife had wanted to talk to me, you and her. I was like, no, not me, you and her. It needs to be in the book and 2 or more witnesses. So I'm going to call Israel. And we get him on the phone when things wasn't going, when we heard her side of the story and his. Hold on, you lying. Hold on a minute here, man. You lying. You've been lying. Truth came out. The brother wanted to, let's get off. We ain't ending the So the whole thing switched up there, man.
Salakia, I just wanted to say this. Jake loved when Wicked Eve is doing what he say. When Wicked Eve start to go off, that's when she becomes the devil, the demon. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. Because Jake don't care when she doing right by him, even though she wicked. As long as she doing what he say. But as soon as she stop doing what he say, that's when.
Oh wow, that's like a deja vu for me.
That's when she the devil. Oh, it's her. She this, she that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna hit you with something. This is a different kind of woman, man. I don't want to put the business out there too much, but this woman don't have any children by him. Was willing to take care of all 3 of his damn children.
Oh
and
wow.
He loved them, and she trying to fight for his damn children.
Oh.
But he give them away. You understand? So that right there, that rubbed me the wrong way, man. I'm like, yo, hold on, man. You kidding me, man? This woman's trying to fight for you. She said she love your children, man. Do you hear this? You know how hard that is to find a damn wicked Eve out there in the world? I don't want to be at that.
Hey, it's rare. Very rare. Gem.
Yeah,
Jakes
man.
like that make me. Jakes like that piss me the hell off because you messing up a good sister.
Right. That's
You know
what
what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying.
You messing up a good sister.
Off right now, man. So man, you pissing me the hell off. Do you know how many men would die for a woman that's willing to take care of their children? Then he done it dirty, but I don't want to put the business out there. He done it real dirty, man. For real. For real.
Yeah, Jake, like I said, Jake the one, the reason why for these females even go to the strip club. If they ain't wicked Jake throwing the money out there, man, they wouldn't be in there, man. Jake is the reason why they keep going, man. If Jake get they stuff together, you know what I'm saying, and get back into this truth and get back to these laws and statutes, then we'll have some good women out here that want to change for us. You know what I mean? That want to come back to the laws and the statutes, man. But Jake ain't trying to get right. Jake still want to roll dice. You know what I'm saying? All night. Jake still wanna be in the car, blasting trap music and smoking, lighting a blunt up. You know what I mean? Jake still wanna, Jake wanna do all that stuff that you see every day, man. They don't want to change, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one dude we was approaching today, man, in DC, man. We went up asking him about his culture. Dude started talking about Gucci. He had on a Gucci hat. Good talk, man.
Yeah.
He had a Gucci hat, man. And she was like, yeah, the dude with the Gucci hat, he said he might come. I was like, man, forget that nigga. I mean, he got it on. Come on, man, he got on Gucci. You ain't get that up?
Leave him behind, man. Like I said, 2/3, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't, they my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because, I can't hate, but, man, listen, man, a little 55%, they be pissing me off, man. They be pissing me off outside, man. I'm telling you, especially when you see all these things happening in the world right now, and y'all still asleep, y'all still want to go buy some Jordans, y'all still want to buy some $300, $400 Yeezys.
They blinded, man. They really can't see it.
Some Yeezys. Come on, man.
Hey,
they really can't see it.
Well, hold on. Tyrese is on the call, man. Tariq, come on in, Tariq.
Yeah.
You know we're talking about you. Come on the call, man. Taish, there you go, right there. That's him, Yashabin.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I said in the room.
Come on in. Get your
Come on down.
But Clean Light, when my sons and daughters was at the mall over here passing out APBC flyers, you know what I'm saying? The Finish Line, Foot Locker, Shoe Show. Folks were lined up in the mall, man, buying shoes. So you spot on with that. That thing is crazy.
They want to look fresh to death. They're gonna be in the South. Somebody can't breathe with some Jordans on.
They don't give a damn.
Right.
They're gonna be starving with some.
Well, Yasaka, the man has stepped up to redeem himself, man. That's what he has to say. The pimp. Hold on. First of all, we got to give Fly Guy Taish the Pimp of the Year award. What? For his award, man. Fly Guy. Man. Remember that movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
Fly Guy was a Pimp of the Year
with the glass slippers.
The goldfish platform shoes.
Yeah.
That's a Pimp of the Year right here.
Hey, show your face on the screen, man.
No. You don't have to show his face.
No, you ain't got to do that. We just want to make sure
we're banging on him too much right now.
Yeah, you and your rib got to be in that thing together. We need to monitor and make sure that y'all both on the same page.
That's not a problem.
Is she with you?
No, she working. Y'all know how she be at work. I can't get her to stop.
That's good.
She about to slow down now.
Hold on, Art Salakia. That's not true, Art. Because when we was doing that counsel, she said that she would tone it down. She even went to the point and said she already got something from the doctor that she could tone it down. But you had to come to certain agreements. I'm not going to put it out over here, but you know what it was. Have you done that? So you got to do your part, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't get her to do everything because she done hers right when we was on the phone, man. but you wasn't willing to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to get them skeletons out of that closet. You gotta stop hip slapping these hoes, man. I don't mean hoes, man, but man, you gotta be like, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe.
Big facts.
Go on, man.
It wasn't more so the skeletons in the closet, because there are no skeletons in the closet. It's just that the detail to what was trying to happen, I couldn't take part in. So I kept it an honest answer and said no, because it can't work like that. But due to the details, it has no choice but to work like that.
All right, so like you for second time. Now, both you, I, Israel, and your rib know that there was something that we had asked you to do for that relationship to really be productive and to be honest. Now, you know, being well, everyone on the call, how many of you are going to partake in a relationship if, let's say, I won't use Dorada. I'll use Zadok. Let's say Zadok was in a relationship with someone, and him and his rib got back together, and so you know, they both had done some wrong things, and the Zadok rib went and took these people that she might have engaged in something intimate with, or for her social media, but Zadok wasn't willing to do that. You see what I'm saying? But Zadok's rib done it right there on the core, but Zadok wasn't willing to do that to take away those people that he had dealt intimately with. How do you think that relationship's gonna go? The trust issue is still gonna be there. It's not. It's not. If you start clean, you got to start with a clean slate. And like I was telling you, there's gonna be trust. The only way that relationship's gonna work, if she say, "Let me see your phone," you got to give it up. If you tell her, "Let me see your phone," you got to give it up, because there's been adultery on both sides. So now there's an issue, and without trust, you got to understand that from both perspectives, man. Why the person's gonna feel the way that they felt, and so if there's no trust, you have nothing. You have nothing, and to reestablish that trust, that's what has to be done. And like I told you, that's gonna take a few years, man, to build up that kind of trust.
Facts.
Well, I don't know about the few years, but I done established that already, and it's time to move forward.
You see what I'm saying? Here we go with this pimp talk again, man. All right, man. All right,
No, I'm just telling you what I did. That's all. And I'm telling you what she, well, not what she did, but we understand. We understand. And it's details that you're unaware of why I said no to specific things.
Well, this is what I know, brother. If you would be honest with yourself, man, your woman is never gonna be. She admitted on the phone, man, that she didn't feel love because you wasn't willing to remove that, you know, that person that you actually had dealt with in the past. And when she suggested it, you told her to stand down. That's really none of her business. How do you? Again, I'll reiterate. How do you think that may have felt? You like she don't have any.
I don't think she appreciated my response, but
I don't think any woman would, brother. Let's be honest, man. Unless you engage in a marriage where you have multiple wives and there's an understanding there, no woman's gonna appreciate that. But this is what it is, brother. You made her feel as if she was unimportant, like she's nothing, because you told her you went into your pimp mode. Nah, man, I'm getting money from her, man. I'm not gonna stop dealing with her. So how do you think that make your rib feel? You see what I'm saying?
I took all that into consideration, and we've been talking, and
we gotta be fair, man. Real talk, man. The same way we going on Eve. If a Negro's off, we got to go on him. We've been on Will today, man. We've been on Will today.
Salakia. He caught feelings, Tazda. He caught feelings from the other girls, man. That's why he ain't willing to give him up.
Right. Straight facts.
Yeah.
That's it.
That thigh y'all got you going, T. That thigh y'all, T. That thigh y'all. Put that thigh y'all on you.
I don't know about the feelings. I don't know about this feeling part because
I don't think he did, man. See, you gotta understand, man. You talking about an Illadelph pimp right here, man. I don't think he caught feelings. He just wanted to pimp him, man. I mean, the man came out and said he was making his bread, but I was telling him you can't mix that with the truth. You can't have
that part.
That's wicked, in and one fit out. Now you look.
Oh, you was real live pimping. You was real live pimping, T.
No, see,
Lord. No, he ain't catching no feelings. That nigga getting some money. That nigga don't try to get some money. Hey, T, man. Come on, T, man. This ain't no Bishop Magic Don Juan, man. Come on, man. Come on. You don't need come on, man.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I just jumped into this, got into this boat, recently. So, my whole transition of, from what I used to do and what I don't do to what I'm doing now, this been happening over, the last 9 months.
But T, you supposed to have the money already saved up, T.
Come. Yeah, I know.
What kind of hoes you pimping out there, man? Damn.
That's been my problem.
Thais, check this.
That's been my problem. And I never
real
been
pimping.
Yeah, no. That's just how I address everybody, man and woman. I address man and women as a pimp.
Man and woman, you say?
No, that's how I address them. You could be a pimp at anything you do. You could pimp your cars. You could pimp houses. You could pimp bikes. You could pimp books.
How come you can't pimp yourself into a better life?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but why you gotta ruin somebody else's life? Why you gotta ruin somebody else's life?
No, I didn't ruin nobody's life. If anything, I put people on. I put a lot of people on. They just, it's kind of hard to follow instructions.
What you put them on?
Is it raising their vibrations?
I put them on with life,
spiritual energy?
with life, and trying to be a productive parent or a productive adult. Because most people that I run into or that I put my hands on to work with them, they don't have nothing, or they got couple dollars in their pocket, but I hold them down with everything until they on their feet. And
so that's usually
being able to.
Those are the ones that are most vulnerable. They are most vulnerable, though. The ones that don't have nothing, those are the ones that are most vulnerable. Men or women,
We know that because I can't go get somebody that already got a job, but let me go get somebody who don't have a job and put them on to a job.
Why we helping this dude for? Why we even trying to help this dude who's trying to ruin our people?
Whoa! See,
the
listen, what you
ones.
don't understand. You're talking to a person that is speaking from the past. You're not talking to a person that's speaking from the present and the future.
Okay. So what are you doing now?
What I'm doing now is prepping for my future, like what I've been doing for some years now. But I just stepped, heavily into it recently. So it's all new. So I'm winging.
I'm just trying to understand.
I'm learning.
I'm just trying to understand because I hear the brothers saying that you're a pimp and this and that, and there's women involved and you're not letting people go. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. I despise people like that, man. Because a person like that, not saying you now, but a person like that he's eating off of the weak. And that ain't cool. And
so let's get a precept on this. I'll show you why. We try and deal with this dude. Someone get Matthew, the 9th chapter and verse 10. Matthew 9 and 10. This is why it's necessary, because I think the brother has a zeal, but he can't be lukewarm. And I'm trying, trying to tell him that.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Matthew 9 and 10. And it come to pass, as Yahweh Shai has sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples.
Okay, stop for a second. So Hamashiach, if you notice, he always went to the sinners, people that might have been pimped, people that was tax collectors. The publicans of that time, they were people that collected taxes, and they was, putting plagues on Israel. Those are the people that Hamashiach went to. Go ahead, read on.
And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners?
Okay, stop. So he said, why is your master eating with tax collectors? I'm gonna hit you with something. Let me tell you what I heard from a lot of Israelites, like IUIC. I remember once they was talking about brothers and sisters that was coming into the truth, and they might have been a homosexual, or they might have been a lesbian, and they was making mockery. Nah, man, I'm not gonna teach him. You teach it. So then they don't have the spirit of a Mashiach, because even those people in the spirit of a Mashiach can repent. And if you don't believe that, then you're not moving in the right spirit. You see what I'm saying? That's the spirit that we have to be in. Because as a Mashiach's going to say, my work is not for the people that's not sinning, but it's for sinners.
Sinners, right. I thought he was still engaged in that lifestyle.
Well, he hasn't really been specific about what he's doing. He's still speaking generally.
Yeah, let's finish this out. Let's stay in the spirit. Let's finish this out, because there's people listening that need to hear this. Because a lot of people, you hear me speak out against alternative lifestyles, but if one of them come to me, it's my obligation to help them, man. Hey, it's not what you're supposed to do, man. See, a lot of Israelites, they would turn their back on those people, man. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. You can't write people off like that. Because, who are we going to save then? It's easy to save someone that's agreeing to what you agree to. You ain't saving nobody. Right. You see what I'm saying? You got to go to the sick. As you can see, Hamashiach classified people that was collecting tax as sick. Go ahead, read. Let's finish it up.
But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, they that be whole need not a physician.
If you're all right, you don't need no doctor. Read on.
But they that are sick.
But they that are sick. They that are sick, like the tax collectors, like Thais, the pimp. He's sick spiritually. He won't say it, but anyone that does that to his women is sick. You understand what I'm saying? That's a sickness. He's spiritually sick. And he doesn't need a physician. He needs a spiritual cleansing. And so if you turn your back on someone like that, we give him an ultimatum. That's what we had to do. Listen, brother, you got to stop that or you can't be a part of this. That's what we told him, man. You out of here. So, hey, he coming back like the prodigal son. What we supposed to do? Turn our backs on him? We can't do that, man. We can't do that. Because then his blood is going to be on our hands. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, man.
Well, just for the record, I've never been a pimp, and the sick people that y'all speaking of, like I was helping people, like I really was helping people from the heart and from the muscle. And when I speak of a pimp, like that's how I address everyone. If I don't know their name, yo, what's up, pimp? Yo, what's up, pimp? So it just happened to stick, just like old head and OG. That's how I ran and maneuvered in the streets. But I ain't in the streets no more, and I've been out the streets for a minute. Actually, I've been on daddy duty for the past 6, 7, 8 years. Wow. And now I'm off of daddy duty or daddy daycare duty, and I have a little bit more freedom. And with the freedom that I acquired, I figure I give it to the Most High, since I was already putting in work from the heart for other people that was less fortunate. And I end up taking the L at the end of the day, because they still not got it properly. And I couldn't got them because I was winging myself without the Bible. but I just knew what I felt in my heart, and I go hard.
Scripture said a heart is wicked of all things. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to know precept upon precept, line upon
Gotta get it at the book, at the good book.
Gotta get with the book, and this is why it's important to stay around brothers, because if you isolate it, you're weak. When them demons start whispering in your ear, there's no one tell you, hey, don't do that. You see them? Don't do that.
With scripture, it says after man clean out his house, but he doesn't replace it with good things, then it comes back on him sevenfolds. That'd be a good precept.
The unclean spirit leaves a man.
Yeah.
Clean. You want to know precepts? Just ask clean like linen, man. But let's get Matthew 12 chapter, man. It's in Matthew chapter 12. Let's start reading at verse 40, I think it is. Matthew 12, verse 40.
Book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 40. For as Yahonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the stomach of the great fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth.
Yeah, that was a prophecy of Christ, and the resurrection. Go ahead, read on.
Men of Nanua will stand up in the judgment with this generation and condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Yahonah, and look, a greater than Yahonah is here.
Okay, let's jump down to verse 43. Let's get to the meat of it. Let's get to verse 43.
Verse 43. Now when the unclean raw goes out of a man.
The word raw is for spirit. For those that don't know, that's the Hebrew word for spirit. Go ahead, read.
He goes through dry places, seeking rest and finds none.
Okay, so when that spirit leaves one person, it's going for another person to find, see if it could get into. That's what demons do, man. Demons go in, they don't go into someone when they have the spirit of the Most High, because an unclean spirit and a clean spirit can't dwell in the same place at once. Go ahead, read on.
44.
Come. Then it says, I will return to my house from which I came. And when it comes, it finds it empty, and decorated.
Why does it find it empty? Because that person didn't replace that spirit with the spirit of the Most High, the Ruach HaKadosh, the set apart spirit. So it found it empty. Not only is this demon coming back, but it's bringing 7 other demons with it. Read.
Then it goes and takes with it 7 other raws, more wicked than itself, and they enter and dwell there. And the last of that man is worse than the first.
So in other words, if someone, let's say if a woman was a hoe, right? And or a man was a whoremonger, right? And so he came into the truth for a minute, but then he went back into a wall, man. And them demons got on him. They go harder than they were before, man. That'd be the worst hoe that you could think of, man. They go hard, man. And you know a hoe is a deep ditch. Man, you go and lay down with that thing, there's an echo down there. You see, let's get Proverbs 23 and 27. Because they probably think I'm making this up, man.
Every sister that I know that like come in the truth and then they go back to the world, they be like even more messed up before they, you know what I'm saying, came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time they was in the world.
Right.
More of a hole, more into witchcraft. Like you didn't learn
Right.
nothing the whole time you was in the truth.
Right.
Oh my God.
Proverbs 23, 27.
23 and 27.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
For a
strange woman is a narrow pit.
For a hoe, you got to say it like this. See, you got to pronounce it with the watch out. For a hoe is a deep ditch. A hoe is a deep. You got to say it like a pimp, like Taisha would say. Yeah, finish that thing out, man. It's not done right there because she sat and wait for her prey.
She also lieth and wait for her prey, and increaseth the transgressions among men.
So she caused, in other words, you know how a lot of women say, see, a hoe will make a man commit adultery where he otherwise may not have done it. Because it said her words are sweeter than honey. You understand? Her words are sweeter than honey. She knows how to entice them. See, women already know that men are attracted. Get off of the women are attracted to things that moves. Men are attracted to things like that. He's attracted more to appearance. Women are more attracted to like being stimulated mentally. But a man, he's attracted to carnal things. He's carnal as hell. He's attracted. She called in, she shake her side. She put on some pumps.
She started twerking that big old thing. you know, Jake. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for us. You know what I'm saying? For you know what I'm saying, especially for a Jake that don't know Most High, even a Jake that know the Most High. Come on, the temptation is real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Eves know that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to entice you very much. So,
and I'm gonna hit you something, man. When a woman is wicked, you don't want the single man. She wants the man that's married to someone because they're very competitive. And he could be ugly or whatever. That nigga must got some good dick because she went from
right.
Here she go. That's how it is, man.
They don't.
But that's what.
Hey, they don't want a man unless he got a woman. You didn't want him while he was single, but as soon as he got with a girl or he got married, now you want him now.
But the
boy.
I've been like that.
Sad, but true.
He want to know how good he in the bedroom, man. That's number one with Eve.
But there's a psychological reason behind that, though, brothers. The reason is because a woman psychologically think, well, he must have something of interest because so and so is with him. It's kind of like. You know, when you was in the club scene, right? If a man is in the corner by himself all night, a woman's not going to really be interested in him. But if a man is surrounded by a lot of other women, that sparks their interest. Like, damn, what is it about this guy? You know?
Right.
Let me find out. You see what I'm saying? That's
Oh, he must be that nigga. He must be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, they said, no. Oh, he that nigga. All the girls want him.
Right.
That's why when E walk up to you, all the girls be on you. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't like it. That's what they want to see. They want to see.
6 months later, to get the Negro moved, because I mean the nigga. I mean, so I don't want to say that. The Negro, he usually a smooth talker. You see that Most High? So his tongue is like oil. He's a slick talker, right? So he know how to talk. He promised that he got all these things. And Eve, she's gullible as hell. She going for it. You see what I'm saying? She, damn, I felt like a grown man, girl. She go on the phone. She saw her girlfriends. Now she moved the men. When she moving men, she started noticing he's not even one on one.
Eve is lonely. Eve is lonely from the beginning. From the beginning in the garden. Remember, Eve the one that went to the tree in the midst of the garden. Because Adam was, he was doing his thing. She got lonely. She needs to go find somebody to entertain her, man. You know what I'm saying? Women, they can't be lonely. That's why they had to have their friends come over. And they didn't have no friends come over, right? That's when
you're going out, Clean. You're going out.
Yeah, he frozen, man.
But Clean gotta give him another. He gotta give him another Wi-Fi system, man. You gotta upgrade your wireless router. Get you another wireless router, Clean.
Yeah. On the road, man. Yeah, that might be true, man. But what I was saying, man, is that some of these women be established, man. Because Esau, they going to college more than Jake is. You know what I mean? Esau is giving her the job. So a lot of these women be established, right? And then you got people like my cousin that go around just play If you give it, let's keep it a buck, man. You hear a lot of dudes say, "Yeah, man, I gotta get with a woman to have our own crib and car and all of that. All I gotta do is give her some good DICK, and I'm good. I'm in there. You see what I'm saying? I'm in there like swimwear. But
Piper.
At the minute, it's real, man. So at the minute, right? She start realizing, like, damn, this dude ain't going to work. He's sitting home playing Xbox with my damn son all the time. He ain't like how he plays, right? So I'm gonna tell you something, man. No matter how attractive a woman think you are, no matter how muscular your physique may be, all of that is gonna end. When the sex, when she becomes accustomed to the sex, she's gonna start saying romance or finance is a nuisance. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna, you know what I mean? That's gonna, because it's not really in her nature, right? To like really be with a man that's not a protector and a provider. That's always gonna come to an end, man. That relationship is going, because a lot of these Eves don't understand that, but that's something that the Creator put in them genetically. Because even when you take it back to ancient times, women picked men based on the ones that was able to protect them and their seeds, that was able to protect them and provide for them. That's what a woman typically looks for when she's looking for a long partner. Now, if she's just looking for, if she wants to be that hoe, she'll look for the guy, the DeBarge look and all of that, and so on and so forth. But if he can't be a provider, that's not gonna get it, man. That's why you see a lot of nerdy dudes that they be with the woman that most dudes be like, damn, she bad. Why she want him? Because he's providing what she needs. You understand what I'm saying? That goes over the little sex and so on and so. But he be a simp. You see what I'm saying? She be pimping him. He be a simp. He's not but a mangina. You see what I'm saying? She pimping him for everything, and then she's leaving with half. She's leaving with half, man. And she gonna move on along to the next set. That's what it is, man.
God. Man, y'all got a good lesson today.
Yeah, man. Got some heated tempers too, man. Let's do a temperature check, man. Some people might have got hypertension from this one, man. Don't have no damn stroke now, man.
Oh man.
Before I started,
old lesson, man.
You know, following the word to the best of my ability. You know,
You sound like Marty, man. He sounds like Marty.
I was, you know, in the making of SYP, which would be Say Yo Pimp Productions and Entertainment.
Pay Your Pimp Productions.
So like that was going to be a brand name that I was going to utilize for you know, all sorts of things under that umbrella. But I done switched it up. And now I'm no longer into that field. Now I'm in this field, which actually does something or try to make something happen for the people. So there'd be a difference, because I got youngsters coming up and they not gonna go through what I went through. That's for a fact. And I got 2 boys, and if they gonna treat them like they treated me, I gotta be around to make sure it don't happen that way. And that's the difference that I plan to make within my people, not only my family, but anybody that evolves around. Plus, I need to see a difference for myself.
Salakia, y'all can hear me? I'm still
we can hear you clean.
We can hear you.
Man, could buy you another wireless router, man. Go ahead, clean.
I've been away too long. me out. And the reason you've been away so long is because Mr. Big shot your ass to the grease and pushed your black butt. At one time, you were the biggest and baddest player out there, man. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. I was pin of the year.
Now, this has really been an exciting competition. And now we'd like to announce our two finalists. But first, how about a big hand for all our contestants? All right, here we go.
So this means I can't go to the casino?
Final category is talent. Representing the Big Apple, Fly Guy.
I don't think the casinos are open.
No, I'm saying because, like,
Piece written by
I grew up with
Fly Guy. And I want to dedicate this piece to all you players and all you ladies out there. Name of this piece is called My Bitch Better Have My Money.
Look at Eve. Yo, Eve happy to hear that.
My hoe better have my money. I'll tell you that boy's a genius. I have not some, but all my cash. If she don't, my foot dead in her ass.
That's my uncle right there.
So I used to be on the block back in the day where I learned how to shoot dice. And then I got old enough and I started going to the casino, shooting dice in there, you know, seeing a nice little profit every time I go, most of the time. And I recently been doing the poker tournaments, you know, just giving myself something to do. So that's not acceptable no more.
Heck no, man. Gambling is a device of Satan, man. That could cause you to destroy your family, man. It's too much risk there. Gambling is a device of Satan. You lose money that you could actually be providing for your family with. And not only that, gambling is an addiction, just like alcohol. When I was in Vegas, man, there was a lot of people going to Gambling Anonymous, man. They would take their whole checks, man, and put it in the damn casino. Couldn't control it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I can't treat that as a hustle anymore.
No, man.
Nah.
It's not a good
I mean, it's not against the law, but it's against the law to be done with your money.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You know, you want to put down some sports bet or go to the little crap thing. But when you become a gambler, like you try to do it professionally, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 out of 10 times you ain't gonna be winning more than you are, you know what I'm saying, losing. You're gonna be losing more than you're winning. So
I don't want to make a career out
gotta
of
be
it.
careful with that.
I do good when I go most of the time. I have lost, but I don't lose heavy.
As long as you don't get an addiction. Is it addiction?
No addiction. No. I'm not addicted.
As long as you don't get an addiction and start losing more than you're winning and start affecting your household. I know a lot of gamblers, man. I know a lot of, and they swear they're the best gamblers in the world, but they always losing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, use wisdom with that.
As I do. I just ain't want to utilize that in the wrong way. That way I know what's right and what's wrong, because I'm still learning, and some things I automatically know, and some things is like, for real? All right, well, now I know now. So it's more like that. But I normally I drop the kids off at school and go to the casino and then pick them up after I'm finished. Well, when it's time for them to be picked up, I would leave already. But that was a daily thing at one point in time, but then things switched up. So now my children are back with their mother. and she's getting to get the time that she's been missing out on. And now I just need to catch up with my own personal life and finish getting myself organized. And I got a birthday party on the 20th or something like that. I don't even know. But
You're gonna have to stop that also, man. Birthdays are
See now you're learning some more. You're learning some more now.
Come on.
Birthdays are what?
Birthday parties. Celebrating birthday parties. Birthday parties are no according to the Bible.
Well, normally I don't celebrate nothing, but it be, the mother and they family throwing parties. Normally I just drop a gift and keep it pushing because I don't even want to be
That's what
involved.
you do. Hey, drop a couple of gifts the day before and keep it pushing.
Right. But that's normally how I treat every day. I stopped following government holidays, and I stopped that a while ago. Like I used to get attitude because I wouldn't get nothing for Valentine's Day, and I'm like, who does that? I don't. So
yeah, you had the spirit of Babylon the Great on you. You had the spirit of Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great make you think you have to do Valentine's Day, you have to do Christmas. If you don't do none of them, you a bad person. You an evil person. You ain't innocent.
Right. And that's what I've been
total
doing.
opposite, though. Those pagan holidays don't mean a thing to us. Every time we celebrate, why you think every time a holiday come around, Negroes getting killed? 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend, Christmas, Thanksgiving, every damn holiday. Negroes getting killed, and Negroes be the first one to want to go out there and celebrate these white man holidays, these pagan holidays, and be the first one getting punished.
Yeah, it's designed for financial gain, just like New Year's. I'm like, New Year's start when my birthday start. That's when my New Year's start. I don't know when they made it January 1st, but mine started on March 2nd. So that's how my cycle works. And don't nobody like that either. But I'd be like, so go waste your money. Not me. I don't buy the kids nothing for Christmas. They great grandparents and aunts and uncles. If I can't do it every day, I'm not going to pick one day just to do it. I want to do it every day. So if I can't shop every day, I can't shop on one day. It don't work like that with me. But now I don't even want to shop. I got 4 sewing machines. I'm ready to start designing.
Yeah. Man, but we need somebody to start sewing some fringes.
Well, I can get somebody to do that.
We ain't talking about pimping nobody.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm just saying, in so many words.
I got you. I'm just messing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. That's what it be though. I'm pimping somebody that's so close, and I'm like, I really ain't pimping them. That's something that they like to do. It just so happened I ran into them and found out that they like to sew, and I was like, well, listen, I got a couple of them. What's up? Help me put in some work. All right, cool. And that's how most of my ventures start. Somebody say something that catch my ear, like the last one. We was cutting hair in my kitchen, so we started thinking about how we gonna make a mobile barbershop. So I go and buy a 26-foot travel trailer camper that I needed to remodel for all types of functions. And in this last movement, like it got left back because my driveway wasn't ready for it yet, so it had to sit. And then as it sat, people just they tore it up, turned it into junk. So it's time for something new. I just don't know what it is yet. It didn't cross my path, and I've just been focused on this Getting my mind right. Getting my mind right and staying out the way of this law enforcement. And I like the fact that I'm in a new area, so nobody knows me out here. And none of these cops know me out here. So I'm really out the way. And I can actually focus now.
Man, you should have been down here with us today, man.
I wish I could. I definitely would, because I ain't doing nothing out here.
What territory are you in?
He's in the Pittsburgh area. Pittsburgh area. I mean, not Pittsburgh, but Pennsylvania in general.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
What part of Pennsylvania?
I'm in Wilkes-Barre, PA, 18702.
What is that? What major city is that close to?
The major city that this would be the major city, close to Scranton, the Poconos.
Oh, like New Jersey area? On that end of, on the east or west of Pennsylvania?
I guess we going to going towards the west, because the east would put me closer to Jersey, which would be Pocono type area.
But that's the eastern part of Pennsylvania. So you're not near Pittsburgh.
No.
Okay.
I'm more close to I think Jersey straight down on 80. Or is it 81? No, I think it's 81. Take me straight to Jersey.
Well, I asked because I had to drive through Pennsylvania to get over there. So, but I was driving through western Pennsylvania heading east. So,
well, if I know a lot of routes. So like 95, 99, 80, 411, 211. I know the routes, most of them, from being on the road doing deliveries in my working days. But I've been sitting still. I'm right off of 80, Interstate 80 and 81. And I've been sitting still, getting my mind right. I actually try and get my red right, but me and her just started working it out. So things should look a whole lot better now. Now I can actually think without some illusion being made up that I can't say that it didn't happen with no proof. So I don't have that problem anymore. Or at least that's what's going on for right now, but only time to tell. But I'm doing what I was supposed to do. I've been doing what I was supposed to do, but history was just killing everything. And I didn't know how to correct it. And the steps of correcting it, which is cool, but I'm a little special due to circumstances. So details is a little different. But we have our understanding and things are going to work. And it actually already started. But I'm positive. I feel positive about it. So I'm good. She says she good. And things is moving forward. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Oh. Yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
I was saying from the perspective that if we trained there again, if you stayed in the part of Pennsylvania where I was riding through, you could roll with me, but you stay on the opposite end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, soon, it won't be hard for me to, get anywhere. It's not hard now. It's just that I be traveling with no license. That's all. So I'm finessing that situation the best way I can until it's completely right. But that's what I'm working on now. And I don't have no problem with switching cars and still traveling with no license, because I think that's going to be my next situation. I don't know. But until y'all say, yo, we meeting up here or there, for the most part, I'm sitting still. My funds is limited, so I need to. I have to know in advance so I can prep. And my time frame out is however long I'm out. I was outstate college. I don't know. Last year, I took these young boys with me outstate college, so they get a couple dollars in their pocket. I ain't even making no money. I'm helping everybody else make some money, but I had to pay for babysitters for like a whole week. But I take these young boys out there, get this bread all week, and we get back to our hometown, and the young boy had a misunderstanding of what I was trying to tell him about hugging the block and being corporate, which I was dissing him because, young boy, you ain't really making no bread compared to, going corporate, working with these people. So he looked at it as if I was talking down to him. Well, while I'm in the kitchen with my two young boys, my two sons, the boy mother and one of his homies, I'm at their crib, at his crib. He takes a pine saw bottle and hums it at my face. And it hit me right over my eyebrow. 5 stitches. I ain't never have a stitch in my life until this young boy, 20 years old, that I'm taking under my wing to do something positive. So I've been feeling like all these demons out here in human form just been trying to stop me from doing what I do. And what I do be positive. I'm not going to say it be by the book, because I really didn't look into the book, but it's positive, and it's to see others do better than what they already doing, and is free from me. And to me, it's like I'm doing something for them just by assisting. But some people appreciate it, some don't. But I do a lot of positive work. I've been doing it for a while. And like you said, I can't put somebody on that's already on. So it's not like I be scouting for people. They just be crossing my path from being around people that I be around or associated with. And then I be introduced, and it's like, oh, yeah, you know what? I can help you. You know what? All right, yeah, but, we got to ride like 2 hours. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, pack it back. And bring your ID. And it just works out like that. And then it goes smooth. 6-9 months till they got a little bit of couple dollars in their pocket, because I don't even call that bread. Couple dollars in their pocket. And they start going back to being reckless again, instead of building with the person that want to see them do good. They dip off and go back to where they came from. And then it's like, damn, had you stayed with me, you'd be doing all right. But something happened, whatever happened, ain't had nothing to do on my behalf. I did what I was supposed to do. And it's been like that. It got to a point I would get phone calls, just random people. Yo, can you look out for this person? All right. So everybody deserve a chance, even if they messed up before in the past. I gave them a chance whenever they cross paths with me. The only difference is I was doing this with 3 kids and a woman.
So what do you have these guys do, like specifically?
Well, I take somebody to an agency. They'll fill out the paperwork. I make sure they get back and forth to work while I hold them down till they get money in their pocket. And then once they get money in their pocket, they can take care of themselves. And if I had things set up, you know, in a good way, you know, they'd probably be, you know, renting a room or a unit from somebody in my circle that has, you know, some space of ownership, because these counties and they codes, you know, you only can have 3 people in the house or however they word it. But they got to come out and do inspections and stuff. But if you own a crib, you could bypass all of that and let the people know this family. And it could run like that. But it's hard to do when there's no ownership. So now it's like you kind of like in the mix of subleasing. It's like, that's foul. It could work, but really ain't no profit in it. You just got a person taking over another person's bills. It could help if the person that came along, you know, they had their own place. They would appreciate it. And they ain't had to put no down payment or call the electric company to get things started. It's already done. All you gotta do is just go in with the key. So, you know, a lot of things. Cars, getting people around, making sure people get back and forth to work. They would call me, T.Y., what you doing? Now I'm in the crib with the youngsters. Can you give me a ride? How far are we going out? I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. All right, well, I'm gonna need like a half a man. All right, I got you. Take that half a man, put half in the gas tank, and me and the youngsters go eat the other half. It's kind of hard to see a profit in the V8.
Yeah. Not to cut you, man, but I'm about to shut this down unless someone else got something else, man. Anyone else got anything else you want to bring up? We've been going on almost 4 hours now.
No, it's good. Thank DeWater, Jeffrey, Richard.
No.
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing
I'm
myself
good.
either.
I'm good.
All right. So, yeah, let me say shalom, man. Thank everybody for listening. Shalom.